Oh, the worst.
That's right. Live and live.
Rainbow Right, thank you for the follow, if you're still around. Rainbow was one of the people I met at PAX.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. She was talking about my business card on her stream, so I can talk about hers. I got it right here. Pre-planned. You guys weren't even prepared.
We were not prepared.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like more of this like boxy look to it. I'll show it off on picture in one moment once I have my collective mind together.
Oh, there it is. All right.
I do not see you in the co-stream, Yoji.
I'm definitely here.
Hey,
All right,
Brassel.
cool. Yeah, you are. Cool.
Everyone.
Dang it, 7 or 8 refreshes later.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it
don't
takes.
do me like that.
So the thing with my new follower alerts is that at the beginning of every stream, I have to go and check my numbers and make sure they're right. Because if someone follows and then unfollows, it doesn't register the unfollow in the level.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So. or someone like Civil to see the alert again, unfollowed and refollowed so you could see it.
Oh my god. His like follower age is gonna be so messed up now.
Yeah, right?
That's upsetting.
Hey, thanks so much for the hosts, Salty and Pie.
Woot woot.
Salty
Thank y'all.
and Pie.
So
You two should definitely do a Salty Sweet stream together.
Now I'm hungry again. You know what was pretty great? Speaking of which, Chaos literally has spent the day trying to help me set up my food situation to little avail because I'm dumb. At one point, he asked me, because we were talking about chicken, and then we moved the conversation over to lemons and limes. And so he said, do you have something to shave the outer skin? I thought he was referring to chicken. Turns out he was referring to lemons and limes. So my response of, I usually get them skinless, really confused him.
Nice.
I thought it was totally reasonable to get skinless lemons and
goodness.
limes.
All right.
Hi, 15 with the
Come in
host.
plastic bags. Hello.
Thank you, thank you.
Load of NV2.
Envy and Chaos, you guys are awesome.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Right, I'm going to just move to a screen so they can see things.
Hello, we are things.
That's right.
Hello. Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Probably can't see me. Oh, that's right. Oh, I have another screen idea that I saw this morning that I'm really excited to make. I want you to guess. It's based off of something that got announced or teased recently.
Okay, so a handsome Tristan.
No, but that's a fucking fantastic idea.
Hey, Mousy.
Salsa!
Hey, Salsa. No, there's the picture of the. There's literally no other way to say it other than Jesus Psycho, where it's the.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
What I realized is that you can cut the face out on that.
Oh,
my
dear.
God. That picture's so weird.
Yep. Hold on, let me pull it up because someone sent it to me specifically.
It's the return of Face McShooty, the best character.
Yeah. Oh my God, Face McShooty is a great character. I almost forgot. Here it is. There we go. Oh, okay, let me pull this up on stream. I need to switch cameras to in order to see it properly.
You know, I really need I need this in my life. Shanann's avatar, the troll, the Minecraft troll.
Right.
Yeah.
I need an animated that thing with its mouth moving, and he needs to have a big webcam screen like this.
Yes.
Just with that.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, this. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is going to be fun. I'm excited. It's such a good photo, too.
Oh, right
like,
follow us on thanks so much
It
for the
looks
host.
really
Right on high.
nice.
I know. You know.
It's even got a little like
Yep.
like spaceship.
That's the thing about both of the Borderlands games is they just went full ham into every one of their dumb jokes. Every one of them. Like I knew exactly how great those games were going to be the first time I attacked Nine Toes.
Oh yeah,
first
3
boss in
balls.
Borderlands 1. He's named Nine Toes because it's a crazy anomaly that whoa, Nine Toes, he's got this crazy like defect where he only has 9 toes. And then you find out he lost his toe because it got cut off last year. Oh, also he was born with 4 balls.
Yes.
I laughing at
Yeah.
like what?
When's the next 24-hour
Wow.
stream to push the
What's
last
up,
$50
Target?
right now?
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a full play of Civ 5, and I'm hoping that you're all excited to join me
Yeah,
on this adventure, because
baby.
you're stuck with me now. Oh, gosh.
That's totally what's happening. Totally.
Yeah, totally. Sweat's didn't work tomorrow. Oh, God.
I already had all of it, Envy. I have all the Borderlands stuff. I've made it through 1 and 2, and I haven't played the pre-sequel yet.
Little mouse.
And I had decided to do all this stuff like a couple of months ago. Been playing it with some IRL friends, and had no idea. So we just finished the second one, and then it was like, oh, third one's been announced. Like, what? We bought this because it was old news.
Yeah, but now it's new news.
That's
I got
news.
the Handsome Collection currently is $14, and an absolute steal because it gives you 2 games, one of which no one has played, but that's regardless of the fact. But it's still 2 games for $14 and all the DLC. So there we go.
Surprise! No sleep for EOG. Bring on the energy drinks.
Is that
Let's
really
do
a
this.
surprise? I told you sleep is for the week. We've had this conversation. Oh, there's the camps that he's referring to. I need it, gimme. B, I'll get it on PC, Xbox. I can get it when the exclusivity ends on Steam. B, fuck 2K games, I won't get it. I'll probably get it when it comes out just because I want to stream it. Because I want to get a group of 4 together and do that, because that seems like an insane amount of fun. Other than that, like, do we want to just jump right into the whole exclusivity thing?
I mean, it's already present in chat.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah. I don't care. There's the beginning and end of that conversation. I simply don't care that it has an exclusivity deal because Steam has had its time. Now, everyone that says, oh no, it's a monopoly, they shouldn't be able to do that. You get your answer, and now you're upset that you got your answer. I don't know what y'all want.
Yeah. And my take on it, a lot of people are like, oh, but, Tencent and China and hacking and privacy. I'm like, do you have a Facebook account?
Yes.
Then shut up.
Yeah.
Because
It's literally that easy.
Facebook just last week was caught like trying to get your email passwords. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's a certain amount of protection you can give yourself anyway with a lot of programs, but yeah, it's. I mean, I'm not exactly going to be happy about going into another launcher, but
yeah.
I don't know. I've never been one to bend for like exclusivity. Like, I don't go and buy an Xbox to play Halo, but I wanted to play Halo, and I just never really did.
And now you can. It's just taken.
That's why I'm happy about this Master Chief
right.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Yeah,
So-
Brassel, don't worry about the mixer thing. I understand. Co-streams are not friendly to your internet.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
pulled up the restream stuff, so I'll be able to see Brass's messages.
Still on ICQ. Nice.
Oh my god, ICQ.
Right?
Bed link is
Shit.
outdated.
Back in the
Hold
days.
the wrong one again. Hold on.
I just stopped to say hello. All right, Salsa, thanks for coming.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh no,
I
Envy.
believe my link is old. Yeah, you got this
Hope
one.
that's real.
What's happening?
The number?
Hold it.
Oh
I'm
my.
still updating the restream chat so I can see it. Oh gosh.
that
is a number.
Oh man.
Do you remember like what happened with MySpace recently? Did you guys hear about it?
I know they switched over to like a music focus.
No, even worse than that. So they
Okay.
switched over to a music focus and then promptly lost all of their music.
Oh, great.
They lost everything before the, I think it was 2013. Everything before 2013, they've just lost, and they can't get it back.
In an internet fire?
Yes, literally. They were doing a storage move essentially, and everything broke.
The 90s called.
Which
They
is
want their internet
impressive.
back.
Like how? How do you manage that?
Wow.
Man, does anyone have an internet disk I could get?
Wah, wah,
Yes.
wah.
Excuse me while I just upload and
Okay.
download more RAM.
You don't.
Should we start this up now before you get too upset with me? All right. Internet. We are doing this over the internet. So I'm hosting the game.
All right, guys. We're gonna do the unthinkable. We're gonna play Civ 5.
Yes, we are.
Yes, correct.
I'm
We've
excited.
decided that we need a default here on the tavern, because a lot of times we're all busy people and the tavern day comes around and we're like, what do we do? And we just have to pick.
Yeah.
So we sort of just decided that we should have something for when it's just us here and we don't have to
Something that will last an upsettingly long period of time. The name of the game is to never finish this game. It's going to be eternal. So, we have a lot of very important questions that I'm about to ask you to that then determine how this game's going to go in the foreseeable future.
Interesting.
The very first question is, what kind of map do we want? Do we just want to go with continents for our first one and see how it goes?
Hey, look, I'm sorry, Envy. I don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to hijack it. It's not installed on my system. No. I think the more important question is, what size do we want? Because what we can do is do tiny and just have one AI, small 6 players, standard 8 players, large 10 players, and huge with 12. I recommend we do either standard or large because I want there to be crazy AI movement.
Oh man.
So the choice is yours for you guys. What do you guys like thinking?
Let's do large.
All right.
Make it a big old map.
Yeah, why not?
Big ol' map. All right, cool. We're just gonna do quick for my sanity. Hybrid works.
Yeah, hybrid's good.
Yeah, hybrid's better than simultaneous. Do you think? For when warring happens.
Yeah, hybrid's probably
right,
just
cool.
the best choice.
Uh,
I'm playing Hearthstone. I need a support group.
yeah. Look, we were thinking, would you like to be on for next week for Hearthstone?
Yeah,
I know this is like totally. We should have asked you beforehand, but
yeah, we should do an intervention for Envy next week. An intervention that involves
just
playing
what colors are
Hearthstone
there?
anyway.
That's a great question that I don't really have the answer to. I say it's a dirty blonde is the color that I look for. Is the color that I call it. It's just that my chroma key is pretty awful, and so it keeps changing colors. So, if you look at my Twitter, which is a great time for me to plug my Twitter, you can see photos from me at PAX, and those are more colored correctly. Looks like an Ichigo.
Nice.
I've seen it different colors every cast. Damn it.
You should
No, it's just
chroma
'cause
key out your hair intentionally.
hold on,
That'd be
I'm
pretty
on
funny.
Well, no, the issue was I figured out why I look less like a human ghost before. When I turn my ring light on, this happens.
Oh my.
This isn't good.
Wow.
So, turns out, something that
Interesting.
I didn't know is that you need a thing called a diffuser for these ring lights, or else you look like a ghost. And so I've just been using mine, being like, what 3 picks from PAX? Exactly. There's also people have posted pictures of me from PAX and I retweeted them. I'm pretty sure I retweeted everything. I don't take a lot of photos because I'm very bad at it. So I just kind of exist. Like, do you guys forget to take photos a lot? Because I feel like that's like a consistent thing for me.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not a big photo person.
Yeah, me either.
All right. I think everything else should be just fine. Do we want to do random personalities for the AI?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I say we're just gonna do quick combat and quick movement, so less lag, and then I think the rest should be fine. All right.
No, Gandhi must send you all into nuclear doom.
Yep. Yep.
No, we're gonna get like someone like Chandragupta sending us into war. Yo, shout out. All right. Invites have been sent.
Storming Arkham Knight. Hey, what's going on? All right, invite.
Woot. Doing the world map? We could be doing the world map. I think mostly because I just am lazy, and we'll set that up for the next one. I think we need just like a baseline understanding, and then we can start throwing mods in. Like we can get the world map where we set everyone in the correct places.
Let's see.
This is why I like Civ, because you can do so many things with it.
Who should we be?
Everything is in fact set up. I'm going random because I think it would be far funnier.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do too.
Fine. Twist my random arm.
Shit.
Random. We're come from a Hearthstone background. It has to be randomized.
Right?
Yuji, go Kamehameha.
His name is Kamehameha. All right.
I was thinking about going
hold up.
going
We need
Rome
to-
and building 1,000 cities.
I don't know what rank the AI is at. I have no idea.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Get deity. Random rank. Oh no. Yo, shout out fucking Benjamin Franklin's gonna come in. He's not even a character in this game. He just like takes over. He's like, what's up, fuckers? Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm a fan.
Oh, really? I am Elizabeth.
Oh.
I'm
Well, you can
English.
call me Catherine, so we're gonna fight.
I am Napoleon.
You know what?
I am Napoleon.
Oh my god. The French and the English. That's even more of a fight. Are you kidding me?
Holy
Oh
shit.
yeah.
It's on already. What's up with that? All right.
I
God.
feel like I should move over one. Yeah, I've got the weird blocky sky. I just never set
Yeah, I
mine.
did too.
I just
Oh.
figured I'd leave my my graphics as complete potato.
Really?
Just
Okay.
in case.
Yeah, because you know that like when there's 12 million units. I mean, it's better than this, which looks awful. The strategic mode.
No.
Yeah. Strategic mode makes me cry. Did I set
wanna move
a? I don't think I
across.
set a turn timer, which is not great.
That's fine.
I will have to change that. Turn timer is kind of essential.
Really?
Yeah, because like if someone has like so many units,
Ah,
it's better to just like leave it.
gotcha.
Because it'll just like make it like later on. Hey,
Hey, Astral.
How we doing? Or Astral, I guess that makes more sense. It's like calling someone by their last name. Anyway, we had some topics planned out for today. Did we not? I don't know.
Oh man, there's a lot to talk
We already
about in
blazed
terms of-
through. I didn't even hear what your guys' opinion on the Epic Games thing is.
I mean,
I think I kind of covered it. It's just that, like, big deal. I think that's
So-
the long and the short of it. That's my answer. Because a lot of people complain about privacy, and I'm like, you're probably also the same people that have Echo Dots, aka spying devices, literally installed in your house.
Yeah. Yeah, they do be like that sometimes.
Welcome
You
to
know-
the future, guys.
for me, I mean, my policy on things that gather data and listen to you, or like the dot is a good example, is that it's not. It is marketed as something that is recording, and then it immediately purges all of its recording unless it hears its name.
Right.
And if it doesn't do that, then the company is subject to like legal recourse. And so to me, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's kind of like saying, you know, I don't trust buying groceries from the store because they might be breaking the law and selling me something I don't want, or selling me something with, like, you know, something that's not safe. Well, yeah, anything at that point could be dangerous and breaking the law.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess what I'm saying is, when it comes to this thing, you know, selling your data, I'm not gonna, you know, jump out of my seat to go buy the game, because that's just not how I roll. But I'm also not gonna hate on the software unless it's doing something that is like actually wrong. And if people, like, criminally wrong, and if people in large groups decide that this is something that's important enough to them to not buy it off of the launcher, well, good. I mean, I'm always happy to see people speaking with their money, even if I don't have a strong opinion on that matter. So at this point, I'm not really leaning either way. I'm definitely not, like, gonna, you know, jump up and buy it right away. I'm not really sure how I feel. I would have to do a little bit more research to see exactly what it is that they're accused of.
Voting with your wallet. Yeah, you know, I wish more people would understand how that actually works.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked about this a little bit before, but I've heard of people that will buy things ironically or hate buy something so they can destroy it. And it's like, you realize you still gave them your money.
Yeah.
Like, they still won. Like, you defeated the purpose of capitalism. Good job. Yeah, but I destroyed it. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Good gerb.
Yep. Great jorb.
Gerb.
Yep.
I contributed.
It's shake and bake, and I helped.
Shake and bake. That sounds delicious.
I always waffle on whether to have a scout or a monument first.
Waffles, right?
Every time. New NVIDIA game launcher. Is that a thing? Like, I'd believe it.
Aha! Found a barbarian camp.
Yes.
Darn barbarians!
Barbarians always taking my gerbs.
Yeah, you Mongolians.
Damn you, Mongolian. Take my dick, Mongolian. Oh, gosh. But yeah, that's essentially that. I believe we also have cards we want to go through at some point.
Oh, man, there are tons.
Was there any, like, fake ones that were released? Because I've been
Fake ones?
really away. Like basically, like, not exactly fake cards, but, like, joke cards that weren't real.
Fool's cards.
Yeah. Because I believe they did that previously.
I haven't seen any.
All right.
I haven't seen anything like that. There's tons of legit cards out there for both Magic and Hearthstone. Expansion season is upon us.
Expansion season. Let's go. I'm so excited.
Yeah, which ones do you want to look at first?
I guess we'll just start looking at cards. Do you have them up, or
I got
should
links.
I be pulling them?
Yeah, I put links in our chat for.
Ah, you're the best.
I got one. Yeah, one one for Magic, one for Hearthstone. Should be easy to tell which one's which.
Yes. Should we do the Magic ones first? Because I know less about that.
What was that? Was that a?
That,
Are we
that
being
was
attacked
my-
by aliens?
I hit my mic stand. accidentally.
Right? Whoa.
I am the new John McCarthy.
Dude.
Yeah, let me bring that up. There we go.
Yes, that is his name, John McCarthy.
Sean McCarthy.
Yep,
Got it.
his new name. Have I ever mentioned that I also fucking adore the Civ 5 music?
It is pretty good.
I really like it.
I am totally not listening to the Civ 5 music right now.
I probably shouldn't be either, because I got music also playing in the background. Probably super annoying.
Yeah, that might be a little problem.
Yeah.
Didn't notice that until the second you mentioned it. All right, I'm the problem.
Good job.
Good job. You sort of did it.
You did it.
Maybe.
Oh, gosh.
Kinda. Sorta.
Maybe kind of.
You were involved.
There was an
did
attempt. It was
things.
made.
You did the things and the stuff.
God.
Yay.
That's my favorite kind of stuff and things.
Right. The stuff and the things.
Yeah.
All of it.
So how's your starting locations look as I pull up this?
Mine's pretty good.
It's alright. It's whatever.
Site? War of the Spark. What a name.
Right. So the story, that's probably the first thing to talk about. There's the storyline. Okay, big bad dude, big bad evil dragon, wizards, planeswalker, Nicol Bolas.
Dragon wizard. That's
Nicol
so cool.
Bolas. This, like the story of Nicol Bolas actually goes back a long time in Magic history. Like before they were really big on the lore, right? Like he was a card, right? And so like he's big bad planeswalker, and he's coming to Ravnica, like to destroy it apparently, and he's bringing these, what do they call them? Lazotep? Well, they're called Eternals. So there's this place called Amonkhet, which I don't know a lot about that set, but Space Egypt, I guess, is a
Space Egypt.
Space Egypt is kind of the easy way to call it. It's Space Egypt. And so they're undead, and they're plated in this stuff called Lazotep.
Oh.
Which is this mineral. It's this blue mineral that is supposedly resistant for armor. It's great armor. Plus it also deflects or reflects mana. So it's like, screw you, wizards.
The no you wizards.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Like he's dropping down, and it's called War of the Spark because all the planeswalkers have what they call sparks, which is kind of the power that, makes them what they are.
Did you know you could use your sparks on skills and
I see what you did there.
War of the Sparks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Interesting.
on.
All right. So taking a look at some of these cards.
So he's coming down, and then it's kind of their version of like Endgame, like Avengers, right? Like they're bringing like all the other planeswalkers that are around that know about this are full force headed to Ravnica, and it's basically a giant war.
Huh. All right.
Yeah. So it's a big, huge thing. Basically, Endgame. Magic Endgame.
Wow. All right. Cool. I have to zoom in to get a close look at these cards. So what I'm looking at is we got 2 greens, 2 whites, a black, 1 blue. So this seems like this was like just got teased because it doesn't look like there's too
There's
much
like
in
3
terms of
pages.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Oh, one of the big things, by the way, is that every pack. This is the paper pack, but I understand a similar thing will happen in Magic Arena. Is that every pack will contain a Planeswalker card.
What?
Wow.
There are 36 Planeswalkers in this set.
Oh.
The thing about it, though, is that the Planeswalkers, there's like 3 kind of like levels of Planeswalker, so to speak. Right? Like you got the Mythic Rares, which are like really high power Uber Planeswalkers like we already have.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you've got the like rare Planeswalkers, which are a little weaker. And I think there's even uncommon Planeswalkers, which are even weaker still. Like some of them don't even have
Planeswalkers.
Yeah, they don't even have. Yeah, they don't even
His
have.
name's just Greg.
Right. There's literally one called the Wanderer, which supposedly represents you.
Oh.
Which is kind of weird because that means you are helping yourself if you summon it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how that works, but
All I've noticed is that I scrolled to a random part of it and I came across one of the planeswalkers, and her ability is -3 exile target creature. Stop. Don't do that.
Okay, but that's the only
together.
ability?
Your opponent and permanents your opponent controls with hexproof can now be targeted to spells and abilities you control as
man,
though they
you're-
didn't have hexproof.
so far ahead, I don't even know where you're at. I don't
I'm at the very bottom of page 1.
Oh, okay.
I just scrolled to the bottom to see the list, how many rows we have to go through.
All right. Let me see. So, Kea, Bane of the Dead.
That's kind of ridiculous.
So it's 3 colorless, and then hybrid black-white mana, 3 of those.
I believe no one's playing Korea so far. You said you were playing England, and I'm playing Russia.
We
And,
randomized.
Shenanz is playing
France.
France. Babylon is like the best by far.
I did notice that Volosana that you listed the 2 best science
Yeah.
cities.
Also, China is like super good there. Tristan got all the vodka, maybe. Don't ask. Who you a cop or something? Yeah. So
You'll
I guess
notice.
We
Well,
should
I
go
was,
from the beginning.
yeah. I mean, real quick though, if you want to talk about Kea, you'll notice on her card, being an uncommon, she doesn't have an ultimate, and she doesn't have a plus loyalty.
Yeah, actually, that was something I was about to say.
Yeah.
So she,
That ability sounds strong, but she can use it once, and then if she
Twice.
gets hit, not again. You know, like
yeah, it's 7. She comes out with 7 loyalty for 6 mana total. -3 exile target creature. So that's all she can do is lose
that is
loyalty.
nice.
And once it's gone, it's gone. But
I
yeah,
wonder if there are cards that add loyalty.
there are.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get to those. They're not super
Yeah.
duper. There may be a super strong one, but I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't looked at the entire list.
Gosh.
So
Buy combo pack for $124. Oh.
Oh, is that all?
that it.
War Scale Crocodile is our first one. It's a crocodile. That's 5 mana, hexproof, and that's it.
Yeah, 5/3.
It's a crocodile.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, I know. You'd be shocked.
Yeah, 5/3 though. The stats.
Yeah, the
5
Venice one is.
mana. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever. Do we just want to like? I kind of like low-key want to just talk about the planeswalkers because that's the ones I'm super interested in.
Well, yeah, we can
At
go
least-
over like there's some that we can kind of skip. Primordial Worm, I'm pretty sure is already. I'm pretty sure it's a reprint. 2 green and
right.
4, 7/6, no extra stuff. War Screecher, white 1/1/3 flying, white 5 tap. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. Like that's
Oh.
expensive. Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
6 mana and you tap him.
Yeah, that's real expensive.
but
for
we're
that.
talking
Imagine
like
if you
the
just
common,
have him
it's kinda
out for forever.
Whatever.
Say
Yeah.
you have him out forever, and then they forget about that ability, and then you start to use it, and they go, "Oh,
Right.
That's on
4 of
them for
him.
forgetting.
yeah."
Pouncing Links is kind of a reprint. There's something in Boros that's basically the same thing. It's a soldier instead of a cat. Lifelink Haste 1/1 in black. That's pretty cool. I think these weirds look like they're new. Blue and 2, 1/4, 2 and tap. Sacrifice Spellkeeper weird. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand.
Ooh, that's a
That's
combo
not
waiting
bad.
to happen.
Yeah, it's not bad. Red has a Spellgorger weird. Red and 2, 2/2. You cast a non-creature spell. Put a +1/+1 counter on it.
That's nice.
That is pretty good.
It's overcosted, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this one is not in English.
You can click on it to get the English translation.
I know it's fine. Inversion de rupia. No. Start insulting people.
It's something about switching. What was it? Switch permanents that share. Switch control of permanent. 2 permanents that share types. I think non-land permanent. So yeah,
Oh.
you can trade your 1/1 for someone's 10/10.
That's kind of crazy. Also, it's red-blue, and I instantly love that.
3 mana, yeah, that's really cheap.
Here, have a creature.
Yeah.
I'll take that enchantment now.
Right? Yeah, not bad. Bulwark Giant, white and 5 for a 3/6. Enters battlefield, you gain 5 life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a legendary. Tulsimir, Friend to Wolves. White, 2 green and 2, 3/3 legendary elf scout. When it enters the battlefield, create Voja, Friend to Elves, a legendary 3/3 green and white wolf creature token. Whenever a wolf enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 3 life. You may have that creature fight up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. Brandon with the host on Mixer. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Brandon?
Hello, hello. Let's see if I can move things around so I can see this easier, but...
So no updates on me being on strike.
This ain't any card game. No, it is not a card game.
Right. Yeah. Okay, now I'm caught up.
No updates on being on strike. Well, that's good, I guess,
Yes.
at least.
That's
good news. The next card looked pretty good. The black and green one.
Mm-hmm. Destroy target creature, search your library for a basic land, put that in the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your deck.
Yeah. 2 black, green, and 1 Death Sprout. Instant, even. That's
going to be upsetting to deal with.
Yeah, kill something.
Green-black is already annoying.
Yeah, kill something and ramp up. Seems good. The other one looks good. Leyline Prowler, black, green, and 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
for
sure.
3. Good stats. Death Touch, Lifelink. And tap to add 1 mana of any color. So it's a kind of an all-purpose kind of card.
Yeah, we like
I like that. I very, very like that. What else we got? Single combat.
Each player controls a creature, planeswalker they control, and sacrifices the rest. Oh, this is like the 6 mana card from Hearthstone.
Yeah, this is a board wipe kind of card. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's
Enter the Coliseum.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And players can't cast creature or planeswalker spells until the end of your next turn.
Oh, wow.
For 2 white and 3.
That's kind of sick.
It is.
And then legendary planeswalker. Creatures you control have
Costco?
first. Yeah. Storm of deals X damage to tapped creature.
Oh, we have another planeswalker.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm guessing that this is if you finish a fight with someone, you get first strike, hit them, they hit you, and then whatever is if they have something left on them, you can then just hit them with
finish
a
them
storm
off.
Strike.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. That way you're not using a lot on the X. She's got 6 loyalty, and her ability is minus X to deal X damage to target tapped creature.
I mean, that's pretty good.
And what else? As long as it's your turn, creatures you control have first strike, and equip abilities cost 1 less to activate.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Because red white has the whole recruit thing.
I mean, let's be real here. That should go in red or white.
Yes.
Like, you don't have to be both, and just having her out as first strike to all creatures is pretty good.
Oh right, it's red or white.
Mm-hmm.
Not both. Interesting.
Stop and Shop.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Stop and Shop. Right on.
Scoot and Go.
Scoot and Go.
Stone Blades, which sound like the coolest movie adaptation ever. Up to 2 target creatures get +2/+0 until the end of turn. That's kind of boring. That's like
it's
a super
cheap
rush
for that,
down.
though.
It is cheap for that.
Plus, if you pair it with her, then they've got first strike, which makes the +2 attack a lot more useful.
Yes, true.
Yeah, 2 mana for +4/+0 total.
True.
Oh, barbarians. Where did you come from? Hello.
Oh, hello, barbarians.
They come from everywhere.
They came from the wizard came from the moon.
Seriously, barbarians are just the worst.
They are.
Like, I almost went with a policy of honor on this one, just so I could fight barbarians better because I hate them.
Yeah.
Right.
But,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
it's not smart necessarily if I'm not planning to go that build.
Yeah.
It would have just been for the bonus.
And then we got Soren's Thirst. He's a thirsty boy.
Thirsty boy.
It's basically just lifesteal. Or not lifesteal, a drain life from Hearthstone.
It is.
It's
But
literally the same stats.
yeah, but because of the way magic works and the number of abilities, like I think that's worse than Drain Life.
Drain life can hit you're the hero too. in
Yeah.
Hearthstone.
Well, not just that, but like Soren's Thirst. Okay, so it's 2 black, instant, 2 damage target creature, and you gain 2 life. Like, there's a lot of cheap cards in black that can actually kill indestructible creatures, like -2/-2.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing they can do anything about it. They can just, oh, it's indestructible, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's a really kind of crap card.
Gotcha. Soren Vengeful Bloodlord. It sounds like it came out of a DeviantArt page to start off with.
Right.
I will be clowning every single name that I see here because I think they're hilarious. As long as it's your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink. That's disgusting. No. Stop that.
I mean, that is really good.
Soren Vengeful Bloodlust deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. That's just decent in general. And then -X, return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to battlefield. This creature has a vampire in addition to its other types. Oh no. They didn't need to buff that.
Right, and so he even gets a plus loyalty, +2.
Yeah, he
1
does.
damage
That's
to target
upsetting.
creature or planeswalker.
Oh no. Don't do that. No one asked for that.
Wow.
So,
That's a fix from me, dog.
so that, as long as it's your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink. So if a planeswalker you control has lifelink,
And it deals
Like-
damage to something. Yes.
just in any way, that's really powerful. I mean, I was just kind of sitting over here mulling over that, and there are some Reds planeswalkers that are just like, deal 4 damage.
Right.
That would pair so well.
So you bring up a very valid point, and that's something people are worried about is what they're calling the Super Friends decks. So like what happens if your deck is like all or mostly planeswalkers, and then just some nifty ways
The
to
Super Friends. Oh my god.
nifty ways to deal with the opposing fogs or board wipes or counter spells or
Right.
More than that, just keep playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. I wonder
That'd be
how
like
that would
low-key
go.
kind of funny, just beating someone with an only planeswalker deck. That has to be a YouTube video. There's no way it's not.
I mean, that versus the rats.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I got barbarians on my borders. I got to adopt honor.
Now, this is a
Honor
colorless
so
one.
useful if you got enough barbarians around.
Yeah.
You can really lean into it too to get some culture.
Culture. We're in it for the culture. Spells your opponent casts cost 2 more to cast. It's a legendary artifact, and at the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses 1 life. Ooh.
It's interesting,
That's gross.
except for its cost.
Oh yeah.
It's an annoying card. Look at
It's an annoying card.
Yeah, let's make all your opponent's spells cost more.
I
Right,
mean,
like-
it would have to cost a lot, otherwise it would
yeah.
be broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that sounds really powerful, just from the perspective of, counter spells are now cripplingly expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's what I was thinking the most about it is you're kind of causing your opponent to no longer have instance ready,
Yeah.
Yeah.
jeez.
which means that spell's gonna get countered.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. It's broken. Say it ain't so. I like that a lot. Plating.
Wow, what's up, Phoenix Senpai? Almost missed you.
Hello. Phoenix Senpai. Oh my God.
Nice.
Senpai-kun.
Good news. What's up, Salty?
I was able to see the
My
far
internet is back. Oh no, Salty.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
God. So we got plating, a behemoth, and a reaver. These all look like they came from the same collection. Like someone put on a skin on all these cards. They got this like cobalt blue to them. What the hell is an amass? Amass 1. Put a 1/1 counter on an army you control. An army?
Keep reading.
If you don't control one, create a 0/0 black zombie army creature token first. You and your permanents you control gain hexproof until the end of the turn.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So every time you
Ooh.
play something with a mass, you're building an army up.
Yeah. The thing is, it's only one. It's only going to be one card that's your army, right?
It's called an army and has more stats.
Yeah, and it just grows. Like almost every color already has something kind of like that. And it's just weird that like now this is just
Shout out to
gonna be a
Merfolk
thing.
that can just do that.
I mean, I got some physical cards right up here somewhere. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Got
They're
my
around.
packs in the next room.
I just got streamer
some
cards.
sitting on my desk here somewhere. They're buried.
I summon Rainbow Lightbright in defense mode.
Oh,
Nice.
I literally have just a deck of cards, people.
damn it. I'm just saying damn it because we're talking about magic cards and he said in defense mode.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did that to upset you.
Well, congratulations!
My deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but it does contain this.
Rainbow Light Bright.
The Unstoppable.
What? The unstoppable Rainbow Light Bright.
No one's been able to summon her. I just need that copy pasta on a hotkey, just ready.
Yeah.
I'd say put it in Discords because I'm pretty sure a bot would snag it and say no. So, and I don't know how to change that. A broken Frosting Berserker is in Hearthstone. I mean, like, if you don't have a way to deal with Frosting Berserker, it's upsetting.
Frosting Berserker?
Yeah. But, like, more times than not, at this point, you should have a way to deal.
Frosting
Most cards have a way.
Berserker.
If you want to join a Discord,
What's Discord?
One.
That's a Discord. And that one's a Discord.
and then my own personal one.
No, there's a Discord.
Yeah.
They good.
I have other ones too. There's the VC stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, that works. Well, no, it's the bot carries over because it's a
Oh,
code
yeah,
stream.
here's some Discord as well.
Yeah, hit it with it. Hit him with it.
Oh, and there's some Discord.
Yeah, there we go. This behemoth is essentially just a vanilla 5/4, and I don't care. And then there's another thing with a mass, which is whenever it enters the battlefield, a mass 1. It's kind of meh.
Oh, which one was this?
You keep
The
saying
behemoth?
Discord, but what is it? Bruh.
The
What do you
behemoth?
mean? Yeah, the
Yeah,
behemoth.
it is it's a zombie hippo. I love the flavor text on this. That's really like the best thing about it.
Envy, Discord is like the opposite or lack of harmony.
I know I should be more concerned,
How dare you, AJ?
but a big blue zombie potamus from beyond the stars, this is what they've invaded us with?
Yes. You should be more terrified. The things, do you think
Yeah.
like chompers on those boys?
Right? There's some pretty big teeth. Hippos are known to actually be pretty
Yeah, they're vicious
pretty
creatures.
vicious, yeah. But 5 mana, 5/4, no extra. It's a zombie. Yay.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
They seem to have a thing for zombies because the next couple are also zombies.
Oh yeah, well
Zombie
that's
Manticore.
all the Eternals,
I
which are
mean-
these guys with the blue plating, are all zombies.
All right.
Magic just has a thing for zombies anyway.
Yeah, always have.
Zombie lovers.
Goro! What's up, man?
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see ya.
I'm in a weird spot in this game.
I'm sure it's fine.
I know it's fine. It's just weird.
I'm in the part of this game where like nothing's happening.
Correct. But don't worry, that will change very quickly. The second you meet someone, you're like, "Who are you? What are you doing?"
I found Budapest, but it's a city-state. I didn't like meet a person.
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
How was your beautiful stream, Goro? Were you playing Beautiful Joe?
Oh, he's in one of the fighting games that I play. I forget which one.
He's in Beautiful Joe.
Well, yeah, but I don't know what that is.
It's the best game. God.
I only know him from Street Fighter vs. Capcom.
It's like you're begging me to hate you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the amount of times I unironically said the word "get at me, nerd" at PAX and had people just kind of stare at me was uncomfortably common.
You know what, man? It's because you had to retrain yourself to stop saying "fight me at PAX" at PAX.
I really got into that because it's a fun saying to say.
Fight me at PAX. Wait,
that's not like my mood.
Oh wait.
Here.
Fucking fight me here. Get at me, bro.
Here.
You don't think I'll throw down in the middle between the Bethesda booth and the Dead by Daylight booth? Get at me.
Oh my god. 1v1 me. Oh crap, we're actually in person.
Cashmere. Yeah.
Oh no.
You want a shirt?
Nice.
D-Pain's the homie, though. He got me a shirt. There was a game that you had to play the demo for in order to get a free shirt from that I played through. And then I got a shirt, and then he went through it, and apparently they didn't have any shirts in his size, so he grabbed the one for me that's in mine. So I got 2 shirts of that kind. Gross. Nice. Thanks for following. Thank you for going gold.
Goro!
Goro! Welcome to the Shenanigang.
Gorocus. That's probably the way to say it. Please.
That is true.
You know, say that, I feel embarrassed.
I don't know. I went with Gorocus for a while, and then I just went with Goro. I called him Goron while he was playing Zelda, and then I felt bad because I'm like, that's not his name.
Finish him.
What I miss, High? Did I what? I missed something.
Not too much.
Did I? No. I haven't. We haven't brought up story times yet. We're going through magic cards.
Yeah. Right. We were doing that. Let me pull that back up.
We're getting on that.
I really got into my.
Ran out of
Yes.
Ran out of your riddle in there, Tristan.
Look, man, I just don't need it anymore.
Oh, you're all right, High.
Hey, thanks, Goro.
We're looking at so many things at once right now that it's easy to miss.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should take a moment and you know talk about what we're about here. Just real quick, because we're all over the place. So this is sort of like a web show. We're hanging out here. We play games. Today we're playing Civ. And I don't mean Civil Rights 3, I mean Civilization 5.
No, he plays with my heart, though.
And we're going over the... We usually just do like a talk show style. We have a story time. Actually, Shenan's has a story. Shenan's carries us, let's be real. We're on Shenan's back. He carries us through the stream.
Shenan's basically whips us into shape because I just tried doing color commentary as much as possible.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
Come on, let's do this. So we get through the stream, and what we're doing right now, we're talking about the new magic cards that are gonna be out when? I don't actually know when they're gonna drop.
Sometime in the future.
Sometime.
Yeah,
and
soon.
Then we're gonna go and talk about the Hearthstone cards that will be dropping also sometime.
Yeah.
And
that's mid-April. That I know for sure.
And then we'll probably bust into story time.
Yeah. Astral Firestorm. Welcome to the Shenanigang.
Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that's a good one for you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like the Shenanigang. I need a thing.
You ask people what their favorite game is.
I know,
that's kind of a thing.
But I don't have anything to call my team, my group, my peeps.
Yeah.
What's up, morons? It's your boy Uchi. He just started insulting them. Hey, yo, what's up, degenerates?
Degenerates. What? Ouch.
Start saying some vicious shit.
That is.
Oh, God.
Funny, though. Funny.
Yeah.
I will say that. Very funny. Whoa.
So we got more zombies to talk about.
More
More
zombies.
zombies.
Yeah, more zombies. When
More
invading
zombies.
Manticore enters the battlefield, amass 2. That's kind of sick. It's like overstated to all hell, but that's kind of cool.
Where's this at? Which one is it? Oh, invading Manticore. Oh, a red zombie. Weird.
Yeah, red zombie.
Amass 2. Yeah, 6 mana, 4/5. Gives 2 counters. So it either summons a 2/2 or it puts 2 on your army. Eh?
Yeah,
It's not broken, so it's not good.
it ain't broken.
This is
It
what
ain't
we've
broken,
learned.
so we should fix it.
Yeah, that's what we've learned about card games. If it's not broken, it's not good.
Yeah, sad, true.
That is really sad that that's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is going on with this guy? Zombie Elf Wizard. 2
What a
black,
combo.
green, and 1. 5/4 with trample. Storev Deverkin Lich. Wait, so is he a Lich or is he a zombie?
Yes.
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 Every other guild.
Every other
solid.
guild. Hey, that's not bad.
That's
yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
Trample, when he deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, return to your hand target creature or planeswalker card in your graveyard that wasn't put there this combat.
Dang.
That is oddly specific.
Dragon Ball
That is really specific.
Heroes. What is this?
Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission sounds like a parody.
That does.
$60 for a card game. What are we playing?
Oh, it's a
Artifact?
card game?
What?
The error occurred when processing your request. Apparently, it doesn't exist. That is what I'm getting from it.
Well, you know. Wow.
All right, I'm just gonna look up the title, and it's in all caps because, of course, it is.
What is? Wait, what are we talking about?
Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission.
Wow.
In all caps.
That's a lot of words.
It's in all caps, and for
Of
some
course
reason,
it's in all caps.
I have it already like the tab is purple, which means I've searched this previously, and I don't know how. When did I
But
do
just
this?
in your sleep, you're just like, I gotta know about that Super Dragon
Gotta
Ball
know this.
Mission.
Pre-order now. Watch trailer. All right.
Oh no.
Power up, become a Super Dragon Ball hero. Super Dragon Ball World Mission is the latest Dragon Ball experience. Oh no, there's a Bandai ad. No, go away. The pop-up got me in the middle of my voice. It's experience for Nintendo Switch and your PC. It's a strategic card game featuring characters from the entire Dragon Ball series. Collect cards and build your deck as you play through the all-new Dragon Ball story. And the developer name is Dims, which I think is delicious. Or not delicious. Adorable. I don't know why I said delicious.
And Knuckles.
It looks ridiculous.
Super
Just-
Dragon Ball Heroes DX World Mission Final World Saving Version Turbo
Final
Kai
Flash.
and Knuckles.
And
This
Knuckles,
is the only this is the only screenshot you get. It's just some dude shooting a laser. That's all,
I'm a fire
That's
in
all
my
you
laser.
need.
all you need.
Wow.
It really is. It's just so fuck. The worst part is this makes no fucking sense from a card. This looks like goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh. Look at this health bar. Your health is 27,000. What?
Oh no.
The other one's not even over 9,000. It's at 9,000.
It's exactly 9,000!
I don't even know who the hell
Exactly
this dude
9,000.
is.
Exactly 9,000.
This looks like some dude from Kiss. Like, who are you? You're not a Dragon Ball character.
Look,
You aren't
look,
Nappa.
there are a very small number of relevant Dragon Ball characters. You can't make a card game with like 6 cards.
This is the box art, apparently. This looks like a
See,
damn
look,
movie.
there are all the cards.
Yep, there they be. There's Trunks. Oh wait, no, they got more stuff. Let's see, tutorial video 3. Apparently, we're gonna be missing some crucial information because we're starting at 3. Oh. What the fuck? How many people? What? Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
It's like someone's playing goblins.
What is this?
What? Oh.
Why are there so many
Krenko?
people that start off with?
What?
That's true, Envy.
Oh, this looks weird. You have to wait 3 turns for him to turn. This man, I don't think you guys can hear it, but he's talking 1,000,000 miles per hour. about Super Saiyan Blue?
Oh no.
Oh, and you have to button mash in order to get him to get to Super Saiyan.
What happens if you don't?
You get less power, apparently.
No!
Oh.
It's pretty fantastic, actually. I kind of like that. Why is this on the Switch? That's what I'm confused about.
Look.
Why is there a card game on the? Actually,
Why
no.
not on the Switch?
Because the Switch is a very, very low processor-based system.
And it's a card game.
True. Portable card game. All right, you're right. Never mind.
Portable. That's right.
I mean, now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't look like a card game.
Phones.
Oh.
It literally looks like.
Chaos, I had almost forgotten about that.
Yeah, he's not letting you forget.
I'm sad now.
Literally, who is this? Who are you? What is this? What is this? This looks like a this. This is my original character. His name is Jonathan. He's got so many abilities.
Okay, alright. You know what? On that, I do play Slay the Spire on PC. On that,
They also have one where they're clashing, which I think is fantastic.
note,
I hope that's built in.
I'm thinking about making a new button called My OC.
Oh no.
And when I'm gonna put a long ass cooldown and a lot of spark cost on it, but the premise would be that when someone hits it, I have to immediately develop a cringy OC about whatever I'm playing.
Oh,
I mean, you just did it.
I found the worst thing. So it's not only that they're doing a story mode, is what I'm assuming here, where essentially it's a bunch of fan fiction. Because the order of stuff that we see here, it's a select an age. It goes Cell X Saga, where it's Cell with red eyes, and he looks buffer than normal. There's the Super Bardock Saga. There's the Dark Demon God Boo Saga, where it's Boo with a goddamn Nightwing mask on.
You point out the last Dragon Ball game that wasn't full of fan fiction, I'll give you $20. Like, come on.
Can you do it in Embers? Universal Survival Saga Prelude, and then Modern Day Mayhem Saga, where there's a very short man with very large hair.
I think the last one that was true to the series might have been on PS2.
Oh, hold on, I'm doing some Google search. Dragon Ball. We're Wikipediaing this shit if you don't believe me. Because I know that Z doesn't follow, Fighters doesn't follow it. Right, that's the 1980s. We're not going back that far. Hold on. Windows games. All right, cool. I think I've gone a little bit too far. And arcade games. Is this the main series? Handheld console. All right. Okay, so 2019 apparently is supposed to have a Dragon Ball Project Z. Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission is the one in April 5th, 2019 is apparently the original release date. Fighters, Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse, and the two Xenoverse ones followed their own story. Dragon Ball Fighters Battle of Z. I think this one actually. Role-playing game based on... Hold on. Action role-playing game based on the manga and anime franchise Dragon Ball. Gameplay... Is it canon, though? Fight the Z Fighters or their antagonists, 60 featured missions. I think this is based on stuff in the actual game, so yes.
Battle of Z. Help us out, Salty. Does it break canon?
Yeah. LL no? Oh no, damn.
Listen, my android Saiyan Majin God OC Do Not Steal is lovable and super mega strong.
He's got a sensitive side that only I know about.
So...
I love bringing out the nerd voice so much.
So Dragon Ball Z Sagas might have been the newest game that I played, and it was early PS2. The newest game that I played that was like true to the series. Granted, I'm not like hunting out and playing DBZ games, but still.
Well, you don't want to go.
I do more than anything. That was a car.
Jump Force. Jump Force was actually kind of upsetting.
That was a car.
Hi there. Yeah, mechanic. Sorry, I came in. I got this weird issue. My car goes yeah sometimes.
The first and only DBZ game I've ever played. It was not official. It was on this engine called Beyond.
Okay.
And it's like an open source engine that people can use. That you can make like 2D like role playing games or whatever, different types of things out of it. And it was some kind of a Dragon Ball Z game. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm like, oh, let's go check it out. So I make this character, and like I go out, like I move like 3 tiles into the wilderness, and all of a sudden this guy that's like super uber powered just flies in onto the screen. It's another player, kills me in one hit, calls me a bunch of names, and then takes all my stuff and leaves.
I'm
like, oh, what a good game.
Nice, good stuff.
10 out of 10.
My tab where I can see GIFs is unfortunately being taken up by the boys.
Actually, can you see GIFs cross chat? I mean, I know we're sharing a chat, but at one point you could only see GIFs.
Actually, I don't know that. I don't know.
I don't
it's
know.
test time.
It's
for
test
science.
Time. So yeah, reception received mixed reviews. IGN gave it a 7.5 out of 10, praising the graphics and combat, but criticized the storytelling and repetition nature of the battles. GameSpot gave it a 4 out of 10, praising the graphics, but detested the game's combat system as there's no sense of originality. What?
All right, I'm sending a GIF. You guys tell me if you can see it.
I'm watching.
All right, so you can't see it.
Yeah,
Nope.
Weird.
So it's whoever's chat you're in.
Huh.
Oh, the real life Super Saiyan video. Is it the one of Trunks? Because there's a guy from South Africa that made himself look like Trunks.
No, it was just a dude trying to go Super Saiyan.
Oh.
It was real
kinda
cringy
funny,
and awesome. You know what? The last Dragon Ball game I played was Xenoverse 2, and it was really good. I mean, it got really repetitive after a certain point, and I don't think it was balanced. Like, there was no balanced team whatsoever. They were just like, and this one's gonna do this much damage, and this one will do that much damage, and this one will do... So everybody ended up being built the same. But, you know, up until you got to the point where you're like, well, you have all the moves and you realize how broken certain things are, it was super fun.
Mm.
So Salty wants to make a fighting game, a Naruto-based fighting game, where you are just 2 nerds fighting over who won in the story. And so, as you're fighting, when you activate special moves or whatever, you can do things like you get hit, and then you use something to make yourself not get hit, and your nerd pops up and is like, actually, he wasn't there, it was a log.
Oh man!
So all your special moves are in storytelling, like, purposes. You're just like handling, yeah.
Nice.
So.
Got it.
I think it's
my goodness!
genius.
I'm trying to remember
allows
which
you to,
Bakugan game I played.
It allows you to break everything by rewriting history by going, "That's not what happened."
This is the one I played through.
Naruto, retcon.
Battle Brawlers. That was the one. This game was
Believe it.
wild. Bakugan Battle Brawlers. Hold on. I'm experiencing a childhood.
Little did you
Little did
know, I've been back at school this whole time. You've been fighting my shadow.
Yep. And you're like, oh dang, he pulled that special move. That would be like really funny to play. Like really
Yes, there
funny.
is a playthrough.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, stop that, YouTube.
Oh my
Have you ever
god.
seen this?
No.
So, did you ever hear about Bakugan?
I mean, it sounds familiar.
So Bakugan was a game that literally, or at least they played it for like a hot second, then everyone forgot it. Where you rolled a little marble essentially, and if it hit a metal surface, it would break out into a larger thing. And for some reason, the video game for it was sick. Where what you would do in order for them to like simulate you throwing the ball, this is what's happening on screen right now. you would take the marble and you throw it, and you can control which way it goes. And so every stage gets more and more complex, where you can get combos by going through these crazy, like, jumping through hoops to get your ball to the metal plate. And it was actually, like, a lot of fun.
Wow.
I only now remember about it.
Dude, actually, that last hit Gohan landed would have caused much more damage because Guru unlocked his potential.
Yeah. God.
That's awesome. I would play the shit out of that, man.
Yeah.
The nerd-based fighting game. I mean, if you're already gonna make fan service games,
That's true.
Beyblades with marbles.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, it's exactly Beyblades with marbles, correct. You can also shoot the enemy balls so that they can miss, which I think is also hilarious. Oh, it's so dumb. All right, I got sidetracked off of our sidetrack. Are we gonna go back to cards now?
Gotta hit him with the crossfire.
You wish.
Crossfire.
Oh god. I've talked about Bakugan more times than I'd like to admit on stream.
when are you gonna get it over with and just play it on stream?
Yo, I need to fucking dig out my Wii.
Oh my god, that hurt me a little just then.
Yeah, my first console.
And you're like,
wow.
oh man, I gotta
Oh.
play this game from when I was a kid. The Wii.
Yeah.
Wii, first console.
I played only Wii Sports for like 3 or 4 months because that's all I had. I got really good at the tennis one. That's
All right, guys. What is the most?
Yeah, one me in
powerfully strong-
Wii Sports tennis.
What is the strongest, earliest game memory? Now, I'm not gonna say like I think I played this game sometime, or I know that I had played Mario, but I don't really remember. What's like your earliest, really strong memory of playing a game?
Final boss for the Star Wars: The Emperor's Apprentice, or the whatever the name of the one where you play as Darth Vader's apprentice. Is it ringing a bell for anyone?
Force Unleashed?
It's like Force Unleashed, yes. So Force Unleashed 1, you can play that on the DS. And the DS version is incredibly different from the rest of those, and I only found that out far later. Where the normal game, if you play it on any of the console ones, it's like QuickTime events to do all this special stuff. On the DS one is weird because in order to get any of your QuickTime events, you would take what was basically like little clouds of storm, and you would mash them together in order to get your force powers enough, because that was what was supposed to represent the force. And the final fight against Palpatine, I distinctly remember because I was on low battery playing on my DS at 1 o'clock in the morning, which is the latest I had ever stayed up. And I was just mashing, trying to get the force balls together in order to beat it. And I beat it and then passed out, and my save didn't save. And so I had to redo it the next morning. And I was sick. And so I distinctly remember I had the day off to like try it. And I did it for like a solid 3 hours. And I was so upset with myself because I knew I had already done it. I watched the cutscene and everything.
We have in chat. We have Mario 3 with my parents with the volume all the way down and 70s music playing on the radio.
Oh,
Interesting.
We have memories of being terrified of tombs and treasures on NES. Me personally, it was the first game on a PC I ever played. Is like probably my strongest, earliest memory is Warcraft 2, Tides of Darkness. But the thing is, I have video evidence of me playing video games at a younger time than that, but I just don't really remember it all that well.
Right.
there's proof.
So yeah. So I remember the day that my folks came in with, I think they went to a garage sale somewhere because it wasn't like brand new, and there was like a big cardboard box, right? And it was an Atari 2600 with like probably about 24 cartridges.
Nice.
That was like the first system that I really remember playing. It had notable ones was Pac-Man, Defender, and Combat. Combat was amazing.
Sounds good. Well, yes.
And it had the we also had the paddles, and we had Warlords. If you've ever played Warlords on the 2600,
I have not.
That is a great game. That is a up to four player. Imagine. Okay, so you each have like blocks. Imagine like a block breaking game. Mm-hmm. So there's 4 players, and you have like your blocks. You have to defend in each corner, right? So you have one corner, and somebody else has the other corner, and you have your blocks, and then you have this shield that goes back and forth. You use the paddle. Have you guys ever seen the paddle controller?
No.
Yeah.
Right. So the Atari paddle controller is a dial. Mm-hmm. And then an orange button like on the left side. Huh. And I'm trying to think what kind of shape it takes on. What kind of shape would you call that? Like it's
Dude, just Google Atari paddle.
Yeah.
Am I gonna see some not safe for work things?
Lens. It kind of looks like a camera lens. Like a lens cover.
Oh. Right.
All right.
Yeah, and they came in pairs. So like, even though there were 2 plugs for players, it was a pair of paddles per, so you could have 4 players.
Ah.
And then
that's cool.
So basically you take like a brick breaking game, right? Like Breakout or Arkanoid or one of those. Mm-hmm. And the point is to defend your castle, which is your big pile of bricks that are vaguely shaped like a castle.
That sounds pretty awesome so far.
Right, and then you use your shield to bounce the ball. There's like 1 ball in play, and you bounce the ball and try to hit somebody else's stuff. And you're trying to be the last one standing.
Is it like free-for-all style?
Mm-hmm.
That actually sounds pretty dope.
It's an awesome early game.
I mean,
wonderful game.
I'm sure it would get old fairly quickly because there aren't like a lot of wrenches to throw in that. But the concept alone just sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's a very basic concept, but man, it's actually really good. It's one of the best games, I think, especially multiplayer on the Atari.
I mean, yeah, exactly. You like Breakout? This is a way to have like a more interesting and multiplayer Breakout. That's awesome.
Might have been the first Battle Royale game.
Hey! Dude, now we need Battle Royale Breakout. No kidding. We need 100 people, 100 castles. We need to drop like 50 balls in the middle with random velocities. Just go.
Oh my god.
Salty, learn to program. Go.
Warlords, yes.
You make that game.
Warlords.
Oh, Draenor.
Oh my gosh, is that it?
Let me look.
Oh, he looking.
I'm looking. Boop, 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 boop.
Also, when you get the chance,
that would be it.
End turn.
Dang.
Indeed.
That's pretty sick. Anyone else in chat? I know that I had played games. Like I said, I know I had played games before, but Warcraft 2, Tides of Darkness, and that was before the expansion. So Warcraft 2. Let's see, Warcraft 2. Release date was in 1995. So the earliest I remember playing a game was in 1995. So that was like before the expansion. And here's another one. Here's one that like I remember this happening. I remember walking through. It might have been like a Best Buy or something with my dad. And my dad, so when I say I played Warcraft, what I mean is that I was 5 or 6. And my dad was like, okay, now go ahead and build a farm. Right? Like, he was like helping me so that I could finish a stage and feel good. But like, I didn't actually,
Wholesome boy hours.
Yeah. But, so I loved it. I loved every second of playing Warcraft, even though I didn't know what I was doing. And then we were walking through, I think it was a Best Buy, and there was this display. So, I don't actually see this that often anymore, except sometimes in gas stations, where there's just an unattended display that's sort of like an advertisement. Like, just up for a new game, right? Mm. And, but there was this display for StarCraft. And it wasn't out yet, and it was just like a teaser. And we were walking by the display, and I was like, what's that? And my dad was like, it's like Warcraft, but in space. And I was like, what?
Instantly, he became a fan.
Yep.
I still play StarCraft to this day.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
in space.
I distinctly remember having to convince my family to let me buy what's called Super Smash Brothers Brawl, because I had to convince them that it was okay that I bought a team game. And so I showed them videos of it and everything, be like, look, it's not that bad. I carried around the booklet, the Super Smash Brothers booklet that they gave you that showed off every character's like special abilities and stuff like that. Religiously. Like that would be my new Bible. I would just walk around with that. I went to like family gatherings, and then me and my cousin would read through the abilities and like try and like come up with crazy situations where it would work out.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
And he still does that
Look.
to this day.
I just pull out a suit. I just pull out a full-on suitcase, open it up, and just in the corner there's just a framed. I actually still have my copy of it. It's in my house back at home, my family's house, and I know exactly where it is because I put it in a special spot so I don't lose it. Because that shit is so broken now because I carried it around so often.
Oh man.
Gosh.
Grab your gaming Bible.
Yep. Middle school, I was bored in class one day. I tried all the abilities from Critty 6-4. Base powers on the left top in each grid. Gets a mixed. Oh wow! Like a cross. Yeah, that and that.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. I used to. I played Ultima Online on my dad's account on a different server.
Chance when you get a chance to your turn.
I'm getting there.
Nope, no problem.
And in Ultima Online,
slow down, Tristan. I waited 10 minutes for your side check. Calm down.
Dang.
Wait, hold on. Let me go to the shame board.
Golden bullets fired.
Nice. That's awesome.
You really need to have a shutter for that.
I do have a shutter for it. Hold on.
Wait. You have a shutter?
What? Oh! Damn, son.
You think I don't think of these
Talk
things.
about coming prepared. Wow.
Dang.
That was good. That was good. Nice.
I think I don't come prepared again.
Yeah, leave me alone, barbarians.
Oh, those are barbarians.
Barbarians.
Freaking barbarians.
Razzle-frazzle-varians.
Razzle-varians. Yeah, but so Ultima Online, you have essentially 700 points on a character. It's labeled as percentage, but 100 being the most you can have in anything. So you can have a character that's like 100 points in swordsmanship and 100 points in bandaging and whatever. Or you could just go, I'm cool at being at 70 and I'll have more skills. Right? So you can just have more things. And I used to sit down when I was bored in class and like theory craft the most interesting characters. Like, how can I make a sword wizard? Like no joke, man.
Yo, a sword wizard sounds sick, though.
Yes, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
He's got a magical sword.
No kidding.
I like it.
Let's see. How can I... like, what if I want my lumberjack to be able to defend himself while he's out chopping trees?
Yeah.
Maybe if I give him necromancy. How can I make a necromancer?
Samurai sword fighting vampires. I think like you just created the next young adult book.
That's my OC.
Yeah.
Wait, a young adult book, please no.
No, you're a vampire. I can't be with you.
Oh no!
Stop taking your shirt off.
Tristan, stop. My audience can only get so aroused.
Also, I don't know what level the AIs are at. All I know is that very quickly. Stop that.
Oh, they always do. Wait. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I just... a unit was killed. What?
Yeah. It do be like that
Hold up.
sometimes.
That's not... No. I spent like 6 turns making that scout.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep, happens.
I'm not happy about this.
I know. No one said you were allowed to be.
Dang it.
Funny enough, you know what? This brings us around in this conversation of one of the games that I distinctly remember freshman year of high school was this game when I first purchased it. Because I was in my theology class because I went to a Catholic school, and I remember like crafting and I like what kind of scenarios I wanted to like set up and like maps and everything I wanted to play with this game. I played a lot of Civ in high school, but like at weird intervals. Where I think I might have told this story. I don't think I have told this story on the Tavern, but I essentially started a Civ outbreak at my high school.
Nice.
So essentially, everyone
That's
had a Mac
contagious,
during
you know.
this. Yeah, no, exactly. No, it spread. So what happened was that we have at this all guys school, everyone owned a Mac. That's just kind of the way of the land. Just people owned a Mac. You just kind of that's just what you did.
People do that when they don't know about computers.
Yeah,
Go on.
exactly, correct. And so since everyone had a Mac for the longest time, no one was able to. No one bought Civ because it was like really intensive on your computer. I just suffered through it, and sometimes I would just lose files because my computer would crash because it was so like, powerful. There was a Mac version of the game that then came out later, which we learned you can put on as many systems as you want, so long as you know the username and password of the account that you were getting it from.
Dang. Okay.
So some dude we knew was like, yeah, no, my family, we bought Civ 5. And like, well, we tested it with one guy. We like took his Civ 5 and then placed it on another computer. It took 2.5 hours to download Civ 5. Because you have to airdrop it. That was the other thing. You couldn't download it normally. You had to airdrop it to another system because it had the login information on it. And so you and a friend would sit in a random part of the dormitory, and you would download Civ 5 nonchalantly so that the teachers didn't see you were doing that because they thought you were doing work. So it started off with like me and my group of friends because we heard about this, and I had already been playing Civ 5 with a couple of them at home. We kept like starting campaigns but never finished. This was senior year, so no one cared. Like the back half of senior year. So we get our stuff and we're all playing through it, specifically in our health class, which was a joke. The health class was run by the varsity football coach who, this man didn't have a neck. I think I've told this story already, how he couldn't bend down to get anything. So if he dropped a pencil, he would have to roll it up his leg. So him as a teacher was a fun experience because he could not care less. He's like, okay, I'm going to do a presentation where I'm going to teach you all life skills. You guys are going to learn how to change a tire. You guys are going to you're going to learn how to do a tax bracket. Like, it was kind of cool shit like that. That was my project was I had to give a PowerPoint presentation on how to change a tire.
Oh, man.
This is what happens when you go to an all-boys school.
Dude. Okay, so when I was in high school in my engineering class, my second engineering class, so we did...
Holy shit.
We played N. You guys remember N and N+? Anybody? You're a ninja stick figure, and you just had to like grab the coins and make it to the exit, and there were like hundreds of stages, and they were stupid hard after a few. And the whole class had it, and every day we would like, I made it to stage 430, and they're like, bitch, I made it to stage 434. You know, like every day, man.
Wow.
And I remember the teacher would like eat, you know, once a week. He'd get up and wander around and look at computers, and we'd just like tab over to a project that we finished weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
So one time I specifically remember he saw that we were he like totally saw someone playing, and then we all tabbed out, and he didn't know enough about computers to prove it. And he was mad.
Yeah.
And he was like, I see you playing that Donkey Kong. And we were everybody's kind of laughing. And he's like, I don't know why you're laughing. I cost you. You're playing that Donkey Kong.
You're playing the Donkey Kong.
Playing that Donkey Kong until
next thing.
Yeah, until at some point, these are the highlights. He yelled at us all that one, we're in our second year of engineering, so there are no freshmen in this class anymore, which means get your big boy pants on.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And then another thing, he called us all turkeys. And, and then at one point during this
Such an old insult.
This tirade, he says, I want all the girls to leave the classroom.
Ooh,
and we're like, what? There were like 5 girls in the class. He's like, you 5, go into the hallway. I'll send someone out for you whenever it's fine. And we're like, what is happening right now? So the girls all walk out into the hallway. Doors closed. We're all there. And then he, red-faced and mad, he goes, don't piss in my ear and tell me it's raining. And we're like, aight.
What an amazing way to convey that.
We're like, aight. So then we're kind of like,
it's like a Judge
well,
Judy statement. Yeah.
He takes a breath and then is like, okay, you can get the girls back from the hall. So like that was it. That was his whole thing. His spiel. So of course somebody goes to get the girls from the hall. They open the door. The first girl walks in and goes, what did he say? And the guy goes, he told us not to piss in his ear and tell him it's raining. And the girls are like, okay. And he's like, God, just know it. Just I sent them out. Like, dude, he had like an aneurysm. He was so mad that we just straight up were like, yeah, here's what he said.
This is what's happening.
Yep.
Love it.
Awesome.
It was just so weird and cringy and awkward, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stuff I live for.
Don't let the ladies get all faint. Yeah, they were getting the vapors.
The vapors, yeah.
Oh, I forgot. You were from the old country.
Nice.
Yeah, this was in the South.
Yeah. You and your sun tea.
Pissing my
Damn,
sun tea and tell me it's
Oh,
raining.
man.
It's the same color, too.
Nice. That's good.
Oh, I'm totally going to lose this fight. So, I'm getting overrun by barbarians.
Yeah, I'm having some troubles.
That sucks.
I couldn't find them for the longest time, and they were in a random spot, and then I, like, peeked the corner, and there were 6 of them. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Y'all were just kind of waiting here?
Ouch.
Couldn't have said anything?
Wow,
or...
that must be tough if you guys didn't go honor.
Yeah, I don't... Sad times.
Wow, yeah.
I got a story for you guys, right?
All right,
So,
go on.
All right.
So, a bit of a personal story. A few years ago, one night, I was going to propose to my girlfriend at the time.
Oh, wow.
And I had a roommate named Joseph. He barged into the room. But I don't know what he was doing, but he trips and he breaks, like fell face first into my glass coffee table.
Oh.
Obviously, yeah. Yeah, ruins the whole mood. We're just like, oh, shit. Right?
The biggest, you fucking marriage block. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Well, okay. So, anyway,
Wow.
I don't know him that well. I don't even remember where he was from, where I met him anymore. It's getting, it's fuzzy. But anyway, we put the marriage plans, the whole thing, just totally on hold. I tried to get him better, get him to hospital, obviously. But try to get him to recover from his injuries, postpone the whole proposal. He had this big shard in his eye, and he was completely blind from it. Yeah.
No.
And so, they treated him. He had all these just bandaged up cotton pads and stuff in his eye for like months. So one day I come home from work, and there's, it's kind of weird because he was getting better, right? But I come home from work, and all his stuff is gone. He moved out.
Oh.
Yeah, just like total surprise. He moved out. And my girlfriend wasn't accepting any calls. She just dropped me like a hot potato.
Whoa.
My guess is that they eloped.
Oh.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't leave a note or anything. I'm just kind of piecing this together, you know, after like a couple weeks.
Dude,
I tried tracking him down. I have no idea what happened. It's weird.
Oh my god,
dude!
Is this, like I don't even know whether to laugh at this craziness.
Well, the thing is, if it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago.
Oh, come on!
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Damn it, Shenanz! Ah.
I'm done. I'm over it.
I love you guys.
Where's the unsub button? Stream's over.
Holy shit!
Why did you decide to bamboozle us in the middle of the stories with that? Like the timing was like I was literally about to say when
Boo!
Where's the kick button? Yes.
Yeah.
/ kick.
Kicked it in my actual fucking foot.
Damn it, man! Like what?
But like why though? That's my initial
Because it was
question.
amazing.
Yeah, but I'm
Look at
confused
your
on the
reactions.
timing.
I know, it's wonderful.
Got me so
Oh my
fucking
god!
off guard.
I was like really involved.
What does this have to do with high school?
I'm actually more mad that was a fake story.
Yeah. I was excited to hear about your possible wife. Like, oh shit, can I see photos?
Oh no!
Anyway, what the fuck we were talking about? Right.
Magic cards.
Magic cards. Oh god.
Oh my
I
god!
don't think I ever finished my story either.
Probably not.
No.
No.
Your turn.
I love you guys.
Boo!
Turn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
Holy shit!
I need this nonsense.
That was special. Was that a birth announcement? Because that was like supreme dad joke right there.
Congratulations. Is it worth it?
Holy
So
crap.
a viewer of mine found that story
Oh,
and said, you should bust it out one of these days during story time. I'm like, we'll try it during the next co-stream.
Yeah, I bet you will.
yeah.
Damn, man, you had me so much. I was
fucking
like,
green text me in real life. I'm
I
like,
was hanging on the words to that story, man. I'm here thinking about this dude that like objected to a proposal by ramming his face through a glass coffee table.
that's like a really solid way to like.
So I knew,
Oh yeah,
I knew
would've
there'd be
picked
some
that.
people that wouldn't take well to it. I didn't know it would be EOG.
No. You misunderstand. I'm upset because I was really too invested in the story. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was high.
We know
High
fucking
15's.
nothing about you. So I
Look
was.
at High 15. He's welcome. He's happy to take the blame.
Oh, is this because this was April Fool's and we just
what's
missed
up,
it?
515?
Yes. Hello.
I mean, maybe a little, but you know, I think it just fell into place that way. I'd have busted it out at some point.
Bust down. Tatiana.
Just so y'all know, you know, like I'm a terrible person too.
Just like you keep on your fucking toes.
That was glorious.
Get
It was
nervous.
terrible and glorious.
Oh god.
That's usually the way things go for me. Terrible and glorious.
Oh my god. You know that I'm just waiting until I can do that to my friends now.
Oh, you absolutely should.
Do now.
Do you need a copy of the story so you can memorize it?
I'm telling you, I was hooked on every word of the story.
Hooked on dance moves.
I know the lore of that story.
The
now.
lore. He's got it.
Oh my gosh. See, I'm over here thinking, what a boss way to object to something. Like, speak now, River, hold your peace. Some dude just runs in and sets down a glass coffee table and then rams his face through it.
Right.
Chaos does bring up a good thing, but we will get to that in a moment. Just to finish off the story of how I infected my school with Civ. So, essentially, what had happened during the reason I bring up health class specifically is that while this guy just didn't give a shit, he would just we would do the beginning part of the project and he would just leave us alone for the rest of the class, so we just did what we want. Part of that included was just he would just leave us alone to do essentially whatever project we felt like, and that just meant playing Civ. So I started up a massive campaign with my group, and the guys next to us, you could hear Civ being played, but it's not that you could hear the game, you could hear the fan of the map. Because the second you loaded up Civ on your computer, it would go... The noise pollution from my school over the course of the span of a month drastically went up. Because you would walk through the classrooms of all the seniors and all you hear is...
Oh, wow.
The entire time.
That is awesome.
Always ask your partners if they have the Civ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember a guy that I didn't even like. I wasn't a fan of his. I helped him get Civ on his computer because I thought this was just a universal basic need that everyone had.
Oh, man. Dude. And your teacher's over there going, man, listen to those computers. Those kids must be working real hard on their projects.
Yep. Yep.
The worst was when I got ganged up on by my entire friend group. That kind of sucked.
Ooh.
I remember that. Because I got a 3-pronged attack, but I was in a really solid location, which is why they were attacking me to begin with. I was like, haha, losers. Guess what? Win this fight.
Okay, so my favorite... actually, I have two favorite Civ stories. Both of them involve Salty because he's the most unpredictable element of just about any game ever.
Solid.
So Salty and Leo, two of my mods, spawned right next to each other as Sparta and the Persians. And they decided, well, no teching up, no building. We end this here and now.
Here and now, yep.
And so while the rest of the world was developing, they were just beating each other with sticks into swords, and that was it. That was the fight.
Wow.
And that was just funny as hell, because if it lasts long enough, which it will, because you can't take down a city with basic warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually everyone shows up with tanks.
Right.
And the other thing that's great, I always like this idea that in a team game, that one person techs up quickly and the other person, defends them. Because at some point, the burden shifts and there are, bombers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone's, working with, swords. Maybe they got some infantry, and you're just like, I have a nuke. And everyone's like, ah, shit.
Yep. That exact thing happens. It's almost instantaneous, too. That's the worst part. When it happens, Oh,
Out of Leo and Salty, who won? I'm sure they both got destroyed by the tanks. I don't really remember the victor.
The tanks game.
At some point, they were still fighting each other with scouts that were like, haha, I have archers, and people are walking up with infantry.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, boy. So how's the whole barbarian situation going for everyone?
Sucks!
Yeah, I had a feeling.
It sucks a lot, Tristan.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you cry about it?
I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what your problems are.
I regret not going honor. There's a barbarian camp spawned to either side of my main city.
Oh no.
And I'm on a coast.
I had that happen early, and I'm just like, screw this, blam, honor.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm on a coast, and I have mountains to my north, so there's really only 2 ways to approach my city, and they both have barbarian camps. So I really am just kind of stuck here until I deal with it.
Yep. You'd be like that.
So at some point in the near-ish future, like I was holding them back, and then they hit me with kind of a bit of a force. So now I had to pull my workers back, and it's just a little bit of a mess.
Yeah. I had apparently the best duel to the death between some archers and my Russian scout. That will go down in the history books. One for the ages. Deciding whether or not that's far enough. How far are you supposed to keep it? It's 4 tiles between.
For what?
The farthest a city can reach. I believe it's 4. Yeah, the scout won, barely. I believe it's 4 tiles is the farthest a city can reach naturally.
I'm not actually sure.
Because I'm trying to maximize my growth.
Trying to maximize my having a city.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just like ridiculously stunted over here. Way behind for sure. But you know, that's how a Civ goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be the only one who gets knocked down by something.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It happens to everybody. Just at different times.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, scouts. You're actually combat scouts. Go have fun.
That is too close. I've made a mistake. Whatever. This totally won't hurt me in the end game.
No, that'll be fine.
I say facetiously.
I say. Lying.
Yeah. Through Gandhi AI will be in it. I hope Gandhi's in it. Man, I hope Gandhi's in it.
Right?
That'd be hilarious and terrifying because you know he's just gonna start beating people up.
It's gonna be awesome. Gandhi, I have a strong military, and he's like, good for now.
Oh, really? Yeah. You know what I have? Guns. And nukes. Don't forget about the nukes.
Yeah.
Gosh. I'm still not over the Cotton Eye Joe thing. I thought I'd be by this point. Turns out I was wrong.
Yep.
Finally, some shenanigans history.
Yeah.
No.
I was about to say, we finally got some lore on this man. The elusive target.
The elusive shenanigans.
The elusive.
Yeah.
Alright, barbarians.
Berbers.
You want to be like that, huh? They do. They always do.
They always do. Yep.
The barbarians destroyed all of my, I need iron to do that. No, and I don't have any iron. Is iron really that useful? It is, isn't it? Because the iron is used for the late game, the mid-game ships, right?
It's pretty useful.
Damn it. Because I see 2 stacks of 6 iron, but it's in a tundra. And, like, I would have to be creating a city only to grab that.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
Yeah.
Hey, we're more interesting than anything on TV.
What?
It's
What do you
pretty
mean?
cool. That's what Mousie's saying. Our
Oh,
conversation's
well, that's
more
good.
interesting. Yeah.
I like that. Thank
we
you.
did it. We did
We
it.
did it!
Made it, boys.
Suck
We-
it, chopped.
Right?
Yo, Chopped is good. Chopped is like more high tier though. I think we gotta do a little bit better to be better than Chopped. Like you picked like the only television.
That's why I picked it.
Food television is like kind of eye porn. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, you know.
Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not. You can't watch that. Like you have to be in a mood to watch the Food Network. You can't just like go in not prepared for food. Network. You just get hungry.
Food TV, just yeah.
Not wrong. You can't do this to me.
Guys, I'm making a mistake. I have made a mistake. I am currently making a mistake, and I'm still doing it.
Love to see it.
I'm exploring with a settler.
Do it some more.
Wow.
I made a hole in the barbarians, and he's making a break for it. Go, settler!
Yeah.
I believe. I just am also going to be picky about where you stop.
That's true. Oh gosh. I do not have enough. I need to just meet people because I have no money. Like, the second I run out of things to start improving on, or I hit my next thing I need to improve on in my city, I'm just gonna have no money whatsoever.
Oh no, my frames, they're dropping.
Oh, they're dropping.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's Gandhi.
The hottest frames of 2019.
Yeah.
It's Gandhi.
Gandhi, why are you doing this, man? Thought we could trust you.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. I guess it's currency is the first way to get money. How do you acquire currency? Is it with goods and services? I literally think I do at some point have to send a tiny city that's just its entire purpose will be sad because it just needs to exist solely to give me this iron.
You know, I always play this game just dead wrong. Every time I play it, I'm like, I want to make a big city and I want to keep my happiness high. And every time I watch any successful player and even an AI playing it, they're like, fuck that happiness. I'm just going to keep it so I'm not terrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
1,000 cities, let's go.
I'm currently rocking at not terrible.
Doing pretty good. I'm at 7 happiness.
Oh wow, I'm at 2.
Oh yeah. See?
Yep.
Playing it wrong.
And look at where the rankings are at right now.
Oh, that's the thing. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Where'd that?
I just have it naturally just on the side of my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, that's victory progress.
I feel like I need to start make a I need to make a naming convention for these cities. So I'm gonna go to random topic generator. Sorry, Bakugan Battle Brawlers Walkthrough Part 1, Xbox 360, PS3, Wii, PS2, Aquas HD. I'm gonna need to take you off so I can go find a random topic generator.
Jeez.
Wow.
I saw the full name and I'm like, I need this. Random.
So Mousy said that we're more interesting than anything on TV. And then said good TV is like a unicorn. It's a myth. So now I feel less happy about the compliment.
Yep.
Nice.
I was gonna.
You guys are better than anything on TV because TV sucks. Crap.
All right, so one of my topics is wrestling, so I'm gonna name my city wrestling characters.
You can name cities.
Yeah, if you click on the city and then under the main title, click edit, you can change the name. I always do a theme for my city names, so Stone Cold. And then the Undertaker.
Nice.
Do you know what Undertaker did to Napoleon back in 1995?
Did he make him famous?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, that'd be famous.
The only thing on my TV is my VCR. You guys are definitely more interesting than a VCR.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good.
Tristan, a VCR is...
No!
You know why I know we had one of those? I watched Thomas the Tank Engine on VCR.
So there were
bomb.
these tapes, okay?
Yeah, I had to rewind them. Shit was annoying. Thank God we moved out of that.
Oh shit!
So we would rent
the opportunity, man.
we would rent VHS tapes from the local, like, basically it was like a Best Buy, that kind of like rental area. We'd rent movies, and then it like died off, and it was sad.
When
Remember
I was a
watching the
kid,
Hot Wheels movie?
when I was Hot Wheels movie, When I was a kid, Blockbuster had, if you brought in your report card and it was all A's and B's, you got a free weekend rental.
Ooh.
Oh man, I rented so many games. That's the only reason I did homework.
Yep. I
Nice.
I only bought Portal. I bought Portal 2 for 3 cents in fresh like last year because I played Portal 2 once before and it was off of a rental. I think it was an Xbox rental actually. Xbox 360 rental to play it for the weekend. It was fun, but I didn't get like anywhere in the game. Because this is back when my motor skills were like not at all up to par. I like just didn't understand the puzzles.
Yeah.
We still have a rental place, a video
Really?
rental. Oh, yeah, like, well, DVD.
Right.
And I have no idea how well it's doing. I haven't visited in years.
Okay, so I'm a little rusty on coastal cities.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you can see my stream, but I'm thinking about setting a settler right here, which has a coastal city coast on either side.
Okay.
Yep.
Can my ships go through there?
Yes, you can.
So that's like the only reason I'm thinking about putting them there.
Yes, that is
Nice.
like the best strat.
Okay.
In the world civ, you can put Panama does exactly that, where it funnels down into one singular title, and
Nice.
that's the best city in the entire map.
Okay. Because I mean, it'll save me turns. I mean, I'm not even sure how much I'll get to cut off of my travel, but it could help if I'm taken
Yeah.
to the sea. And it's not like the best spot to plop down a city, but it's not bad.
If this is like what I think it is, where it's big continents with a lot of like water in between, you might actually be like best civ, because
Yeah,
you have man of I forget what the civ is called.
Yeah.
But-
I've got like naval. I've got spies, longbowmen, and I thought I had something to do with
You have
moving
a,
faster in
you
the
have
water.
you have a England Queen of the Seas, some sort of buff with that.
I'm not sure how to see that. I'm
I
not
don't
sure if
know
I
either.
can see
I don't
that
think
in
you
the
can.
game.
I don't believe you can.
Kapow! Oh my god, this city sucks already. I just made it today.
Nice. Yeah, my city is really not that solid. I could have pushed it a little bit further. I'm essentially going to make my way down more and more.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'd like to clear out some more barbarians.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, that could be like your global like
Agenda.
job. You just
Right.
start clearing barbarians. Like I said, if you lean hard into it, you get a lot of culture out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Honestly, you do that. Oh, great. We're at the point now where everything I build costs a gold, and I don't have the gold for it.
Mm.
You want maintenance? Not really.
Yeah. I mean, not particularly. I guess I'll build a caravan. Just be like, don't ever ask me for anything.
Yeah, I never know what to build at this stage. I'm like, do I even want faith? I'm not
Do I
sure.
want faith?
Well,
Honestly,
I
that's
mean,
a really solid question, because I don't
it
know
is,
if I
'cause,
want
like-
faith either.
I mean, when you get a little bit of faith and you found a pantheon, you get a little bit of perks, but then someone's going to come and overwrite it anyway at some point, unless you lean into that.
Yeah.
Do I want to be the dude with all the missionaries? I don't know. It's funny, but you can't win like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
In the later versions of the game, you can.
I
not
love
currently.
making a faith that's something like dabbing or flossing or planking, and just going around and making people like, oh
believe.
great, my city now believes in
Blanks.
dabbing. Like that, it cracks me up, man.
I can totally see you being into that too. It's the upsetting part.
It's not a surprise.
No. The annoying part is that I got tundra on one side of me and desert below me. I'm like, ugh, yike.
I also, when I used to play this game more, I would be very, I would like put my cities really far apart because I was like, I really want to have like more reach, more total reach, but I don't do that anymore because now I'm like, yeah, but the further apart they are, the more likely there is for a barbarian to spawn between them and ruin my roads.
Yep.
Yeah. I usually do like the first two close by as like a way to hold on, and past that kind of keep them further stretched.
That's a really good point, because if you only your borders have to be protected if you're close enough.
Mm-hmm.
Great, a barbarian spawned.
Yeah.
As I was attacking the camp.
Love to see it.
They always do that too.
Yep.
Like right as it was about to die too. It's upsetting. I want to build up an army, but you don't let me.
Wait a second. I have an icon filled out I didn't have before. Where are you at, Shenanigans?
Hello.
Oh.
I'm Shenanigans.
They found each other.
Oh
my god.
He did the thing!
He did the thing.
Oh man, it's a scout! I see a French scout!
Omelette du fromage, fuck yourself. Did I mention I have nukes?
Awesome.
Gosh. Every time I get money, it takes it away. Stop. If you settle a city, it takes up money, correct? Or does it generate money?
I'm not sure if it might end up, it might actually just be neutral, but everything you build in it takes money.
Well, yeah.
I'm not sure if it takes money to have though.
Fine. I'm just gonna be super expansionist. Who cares? If I lose money for a while.
Yeah, it's money.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
There's like some ways to get money around the city that I'm planning on building. So like I don't really care. I'll figure it out. Essentially when I get markets, you can make all the desert tile. That's my plan. Come to the richest desert alive. It's just I'm gonna build Las Vegas essentially. I'm gonna do.
Anyone like Jim Belushi? I mean, I like John more.
Oh, I also found Greece. You stay out of my borders, Greece.
Gotta have faith. Yeah. Greece, why?
There are too many people around me. This was supposed to be a big map.
I'm alone.
Walls.
Like real life.
Walls now.
Stone Cold doesn't care.
Tristan 316 says I just kicked your ass.
What?
What?
I'm gonna fucking RKO someone into oblivion with a nuke. You motherfucker prepared. Oh god. Jeez. I so wanted to do this for so long. I wanted to play Civ for... I don't know how long I've been badgering you guys about this. Really not yet.
It's been a little bit.
It's been some time. Yo, it's just Civ's such a fun game.
It's pretty good.
It is.
It was great watching the really jock people, like, for lack of a better word, get into it. Because you would see that one of them get in a fight with another one in-game, and it would break out into a fight in real life.
Oh, yeah.
This is like, yo, bro, that was my fucking settler. Nah, dude, I wanted to settle it. No! And, like, they would start screaming at each other during our break.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing.
That was Super Smash Brothers when I was in school.
Oh, right, that too.
Yeah, it was popular enough that everyone got into it, and so the people who play games all the time were good, and the people who didn't weren't. And then they'd be like,
we had sections, tiers.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was an A tier, a B tier, and then there was people that were called Flex, and I was in the Flex group because I only played Captain Falcon and only used the Falcon Punch. But I got really good at just doing that one thing, So if I went down to the B tier, I would style on kids because I would jump. We only play Final Destination. So you jump behind them, start up the Falcon Punch in midair, and when they turn around to hit you with something, you instantly hit them.
Yeah.
And they weren't smart enough to realize that's the only thing I did. So I just kept doing it.
Yeah, dude.
God, you were saying, what's your guys' mains for melee?
Young Link.
Really? You're a bomb dude.
I don't even play, bro.
Actually, no, man. Here's the thing. Young Link's attacks were a little more, like, they seem to have less lead up and they hit a little harder. He was like recklessly fast compared to Link.
Oh.
So he was a little squishier, but he hit pretty hard. He was a little faster. I just kind of like the way he felt. So when Brawl came out and there was Toon Link kind of feels that way too. He has a different moveset, but he kind of feels like a fierce Link. And I was not happy that my Link was now that my favorite playstyle character was now a well, let's just say that I called him Gilbert when I played him in Wind Waker. He's okay. He's just not Link.
Right.
I mean, he's definitely Link. Link has a lot of incarnations. This wasn't my favorite style. I gotta say, that game, Wind Waker, was like aggressive and mean, and was brutal and fun and awesome. It's just the way that it was all cartoony was a huge, huge turnoff for me. Like, it's the only negative thing about sitting down to play that game, in my opinion. But yeah, so it's Young Link, and then I didn't play enough Brawl to really like have a main. I really just hit random and did okay.
Brawl's so much fun though.
Whoa! Oh shit! Someone just gifted me a warrior.
Wow.
Aha! City States love me.
Yeah. You're all buddy with some city states.
Oh yeah.
I am not very popular. Oh no.
Yeah, it was actually really insanely lucky. This one city state goes, I want someone to find a natural wonder, and I was like, good luck with that. And then one of my cities expanded and found the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, and that has like 3 of them.
I was like, oh, sweet!
Yeah.
And they were like, we love you, here's a unit. Sweet. I'll take it.
Yep.
I'm not going to complain when you're obviously correct in loving me.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, my city's gonna be upset with me for a fair bit of time. And then hopefully they'll stop being that. I literally have to build monuments knowing that I won't get to them. I won't get them because I just can't risk going into the negatives for my money. They're just building the Great Lighthouse like, no, we don't want to do this.
I basically gave up on building wonders for now. There are a lot of people fighting over them, and I just got set back early, so I'm gonna have to wait on that.
Sense.
Also, some assholes building my Great Lighthouse.
Get out of here.
Shit.
It's literally
Fight you
because that's the only one that I could do. Oh, actually, no. There's a better one. I don't need to be building the Great Lighthouse. Takes less turns too. Awesome.
He's lying.
Yeah.
He's trying to fool me.
You'll never know.
All
Except
right.
if you look at the stream, because it's really easy to tell. They build the big old fucking monuments in the sea.
Man, I don't really want to go down the engineering path here, but it could be really useful to be able to send production with caravans.
Right.
So I might actually do that.
I don't have any city-states close to me, so I can't even build caravans, and like it won't help me.
I've been just
Like,
working on the one city,
caravans
the
are
capital,
so-
but I'm getting ready to expand.
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
Getting
But you
there.
probably have like a sick capital, though. That's the thing. gosh. Anyway, cards.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What are those?
Right, yeah.
How do they work?
They're like magnets.
Yeah.
Miracles, dog.
A paladin dragon. Both heroes return to full health. What is this nonsense?
What?
Wonderful.
Where are we at? What is this?
I went to a random Hearthstone card.
Oh.
Oh,
He's totally switched on us.
we're on Hearthstone.
Well, no, it's just because I had both open, and then I clicked just to open the tab, and it opened up the Hearthstone one. And I scrolled down because I was curious how many we had to go through. There's a lot.
Yeah.
And then the first one I saw was that.
Okay.
There's a lot that has happened. Oh my gosh. We should be going through more of this, the Spark first.
Oh, you wanna finish that? Okay.
Might as well.
Right. So where were we on? Tin Street? Krenko, probably, I think, is where we left off. We're talking about the zombie elf lich thing.
Yes.
And so after that is another legendary, a goblin, red and 2 for a 1/2. His name is Krenko Tin Street Kingpin. It's a cool picture.
Yeah.
Says whenever he attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it, then create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to his power.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's just getting him in though, because red and 2, 3 mana, like
Yeah.
competitively, somebody's got stuff on the board. It's trying to get him. Unblock. Give him some unblockable stuff. Right?
Yeah,
throw some unblockable stuff on him, and you'll be.
Unblockable would be awesome for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that could go with a first strike kind of setup.
Oh, that would also be good.
You said that was red, right?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
We saw a red that had first strike and another red that gave +2/+0.
Oh my gosh, guys! Yeah. Speaking of first strike, so I was playing Magic Arena last night, and I built this stupid burn deck with it's like 17 lands. I'm not willing to go the full like 13 cheaty shuffler, right? But I've got a 17 land one that, like, 17 is low, but it's still kind of legit. If like your highest card is like 3, so people, I swear, people don't know, and I'm in like silver, working my way back up, right? Because it reset every month. So I'm working my way back up, which means this should be people that are in like the gold ranks. They should have, they normally, and they're building themselves up. So they don't know apparently what first strike is, because I would send these creatures that have 1 attack, and then they'd block with things that have like I'd send with like 1/1s. They'd block with 1/1s, but it was on a turn that earlier in that turn, because it's a sorcery. It's a 1 red. All your creatures get first strike this turn, draw a card. So you have to play it before combat. It's not even a combat trick. It's like, I've played this, it's coming. And they're like, I'll block. I'm like, okay. And then their creature dies for no reason. And they hover over, they keep hovering over the guy that killed their creature.
Looking.
Like what happened? And then I go over and I start like hovering over my graveyard like 10 times over and over. Like, look over here, look over here. It's got first strike.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's tough when you're not paying attention. You gotta pay attention.
Yep. Caught him sleeping.
Caught him sleeping.
They're like, what'd he do? I blocked. Why didn't they both die? Yeah,
that's the
about
thing.
that.
I feel like in Hearthstone, most of the time you can get away without paying attention. You can just sort of like you can just kind of, oh well, I'll just walk away, and when I come back, I'll see where the board is.
Right.
But not in Magic.
No.
Not so much.
Nope.
So how's the barbarian problem for you guys?
I've
good.
been ignoring it.
Been ignoring it. Nice.
There's
What
probably
barbarian?
a festering collection at the upper parts of my city.
That you can deal with that another time.
Yeah.
You'll be
That's a bigger
fine.
issue. I'm trying to build a mine next to it, which is probably an awful idea. As I'm trying to escort a settler, as I have a plan for a new part of my city. I don't know where to go. I was planning on... If you have one type of luxury material, you don't get the bonus of the extra gold again, right?
You don't get the happiness, but you get everything else from the tile.
Okay. I kind of want that.
So, I'm not having trouble with the barbarians attacking me anymore, but I'm having trouble with attacking them.
Yeah.
Because they keep spawning, like, as I'm about to finish them off.
Oh.
They just keep churning out more.
I have a secondary question.
Yeah.
Say that if I place my city on top of a thing like a sheep, does it instantly build up on that sheep? Or do I just lose that tile?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
Salty,
about...
Are you still in chat? I think Salty knows this one. I remember him talking about it a while back.
Yeah, because it's a weird situation.
I'm really
pretty sure it builds up on it, but I can't be entirely sure.
I always feel like the capital tile is just its own kind of tile. But I'm not... Yeah, so it feels like just you lose whatever is on that tile, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
In the meantime, another card. Totally lost. Blue and 4 instant. Put target non-land permanent on top of its owner's library.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, but it's 5 mana. It's kind of expensive.
Hold up, I might be able to answer this question, actually. I just realized I placed my second city on a tile of sugar, just because it was a good spot for the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So how can I tell?
If you hover over it, does it say farm?
It says sugar road.
Oh.
But how do I tell how much sugar I have? Because I've improved another sugar somewhere, so I should have 2.
It's telling me not to do it, and it's telling me to do the 2 places to it. So I'm probably just gonna end up doing that.
I've got 2 sugar. So
Alright.
it looks like I have it from setting down on it.
Okay.
So you know what? I remember being mad before for losing something like iron, and I'm wondering if you keep the luxury but you don't get the because there's not like sugar on the map right now.
Mm-hmm.
I bet I keep the luxury, but I bet I wouldn't keep something like horses or iron.
Yeah. It's sheep, so it doesn't really matter.
Just a guess. Oh, that's true.
I was just curious. I really have no idea. I'm probably gonna end up doing one or the other because I'm trying to hit a natural resource or natural wonder. But so my issue is that one of them has a luxury resource that I don't have yet, so that'd be more happiness, and I'm down on happiness. And the other one has more green. So if I were to settle on the bottom one and get the incense, I would be losing out on my ability to grow that city. Possibly. But I'd have to like go for Petra or something like that, something dumb. I think long term, this is a hard decision making.
Yep.
Can you make a road through a farm?
You can make a road through a lot of things.
Went that way. Okay, I chose.
It doesn't get rid of the farm?
Doesn't seem to, from what I've experienced.
Excellent.
Okay, there's another city-state right there, so I would have had... Anyway, I made the right decision. Yes! This is why you trust your gut, kids.
This is why you trust your kids, gut.
Yep.
Yay!
Don't trust your kid's gut. They have puke in there.
What?
I don't know.
They got puke in there. Like, oh shit.
Hello? What the fuck
What?
happened to me? I lost my mind for a second there. Jesus.
Oh man. So my second city, the one that's a bridge, has 1 production in the main city and none else. It's pretty rough. So it takes like 30 turns to make a granary. I mean, the good news is there are a lot of people there because of my caravan. Bad news is all they're doing is getting more food.
Right.
Well, hello there, Wellington.
Duke of Wellington III. Archibald, what are you doing here? I love old school timey names. I don't know what it is about them.
Reginald.
They're amazing. Jeeves. Jeeves, remove the filth from my area. It's taking up our common room.
Common room. Dang.
All of those terms make me incredibly happy. There's just something so visceral, so hateful.
There's something so hateful about having a common room. A room for commoners.
It's a room you put the commoners. But it's implying that those commoners are dirtying up the common room, which means that they're even worse.
Yeah.
Alright, I believe I'm now in a position where I can take on the bullies up north.
The bullies.
Yeah. You're not gonna take my lunch money anymore. Me and my workers are gonna come after you. Me and my weird army of just straight up workers.
I have the weirdest setup, guys. I'm just not producing anything.
Yeah.
Like, we exist and we have food.
Shit.
That's a good start.
Yeah!
Not terrible.
Yay.
I have food and sugar.
Nice.
I am a happy
Let's get
individual.
bragging about it. I made a pricey purchase, but I think it's worth it in the end.
What did you did?
I got Krakatoa. It gives 5 science. Which is like kind of a lot.
A golden age dawns.
Funny enough, if you want to hear me if you want to hear me do the entirety of the Civ 5 rap by Dan Bull, you just gotta get to 4,000 embers.
Oh my.
Yeah. So we're currently at
Poorly.
the one. Yeah, poorly, specifically poorly. I completely forgot that was the thing. Have you guys ever heard that? I think I linked it to you, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'll link it to you later, but it's pretty fun. I wouldn't say it's like extremely good, but it's a song that just goes throughout all of human history and just kind of raps it.
I've heard of it, haven't heard it.
Yeah. And so it's like 12 minutes long.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That sounds terrifying.
Yep. Sengaku Godai, men offered to die for the honor of a warrior's life. It's the number one lyric that I remember. I could probably do at least like a bit of it in my head. Like, Dan Bull just makes really good. So, a lot of video game quote unquote rappers are really cringy because they're like, yeah, and we're gonna trace it back and forth. Call me Tracer. I'm like, no, stop. But like,
Right.
Dan Bull stuff is like, honestly, the quality on it is really good. The production is good. He's just a funny individual. His video for Borderlands 1, the rap for Borderlands, starts with him licking broccoli. I don't know why. I just distinctly remember that.
Oh
Wow.
Yeah. It's wildness.
I'm no longer friends with Budapest. Those bastards!
Yeah.
No.
Don't get Buddha depressed about it.
Oh, dude! Oh.
Get at me, Shenanz. I'm bringing the back.
Right?
Oh, gosh.
Well played.
Get it, guys? Because it's
Yeah.
Budapest.
I have no self-restraint.
Man,
Ooh,
I need to get a co-stream with you and Cube.
You do.
Partially because I want to see how much I can make you guys cringe if I use the stuff that was popular when I was in middle and high
I
school.
don't think you understand how much Cube talks about Sasha Grey.
No,
I'm licking toilets.
Look.
It's
Sasha
come up
Grey,
in every
Sasha
stream.
Grey has nothing on my elite ninja army. They're now cyborg robot zombies. I feed my bat candy, Tristan.
What the fuck does that even mean? I'm scared. Specifically the last part. I feel like that's a reference to something I don't get.
Like it's a reference to something I don't want to know about.
Why do you feed your bat candy? That feels really bad. I don't want to boom that. Go away.
Yeah, you both are going to be just as confused and scared as I am of flossing.
Okay, flossing is just a mistake. I was going to call it a war crime, which then leads into my next story of how I said the phrase, "It's a war crime" in front of the head of Mixer on this weekend.
Oh. Well, that's a thing.
Yeah.
That sounds like something you would do.
Kind of blocked that out of my memory until right now.
Whoopsie.
Like, hey, I think I'm remembering something. Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm remembering something. Salsa Man? What? No, I talked to Suit James. That's supposed to be who Salsa Man is?
Salsa Man? Isn't that Shenan's superhero identity?
Yeah, I thought we weren't supposed to talk about that. No, it was super cool, but like at one point I said that the Boston train system was similar to a war crime.
The lore. I have lore.
I may have suggested slightly.
I may have implied that the Geneva Convention had nothing on this.
Oh, shit. Hello, I am Tristan Foot.
Yeah, in mouth.
Yep.
That's exactly how that conversation went.
Right?
Like, let's forget I exist. Bye.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going the opposite direction.
Oh, what's that? I'm needed in anywhere else.
Man, would you look at the time?
Beep beep zip
I need
bang.
to stop. Gosh. But yeah, no, yeah, that was cool. He like walked up to me and told me he heard about my business card and wanted to see it, which was terrifying. Because I got these, which you see this, it shines.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So for the whole gold aesthetic.
Oh, look at that.
And so people were very big fans of this.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Dude, like, it's kind of cool seeing what people did with their business cards, because it, like, shows a reflection of them. Shenanz, I want to see yours out of Perler. I'm just saying now. It's like the number one thing I could think of.
That's awesome.
I mean, how cool would that be?
I wish it
all,
could
like,
be done
8-bit
that
and
way.
stuff.
Yeah, I wish it could be done that way. It would look really weird.
Oh, would it really?
Well, because of the size of beads. I'd need even smaller than the smallest they currently make.
Oh, yikes.
Otherwise, it'd be like a placemat.
Oh, right.
Here's my card. Yeah, you know.
Don't you say that?
Bring around a briefcase full of your cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, everyone?
Right?
Just like, oh hey, there's my card. Just boom.
Here's my card. Just slap them with it. Funny enough that you say place card, because instead of a business, gave me what I have a mouse pad mat now.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's one of the
What all's going on in
100
there?
streamer,
Yeah.
The Lost Drake, where it's his. I can show it up close. It's his logo, and then it's the scene where they're fixing a computer that says Mixer on it, and then his Mixer's on the box, and it's like his company's inside.
Subtly
got a
implying
promo
that
code.
Mixer's broken. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like all branded like him. Kind of cool. I mean, like, it was funny because, like, I knew him from the previous pack. It was a guy that was one of the first partner people I talk to, just kind of like hanging out with at PAX. And I literally like walk up to him and just like talk to him a little bit, like, oh yeah, I remember you from the last one, just chatting. And he just pulls out a mouse pad and hands it to me. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Is this for me? I don't understand.
Shenanigans is like, thanks, here's mine. Bam.
No, I want him to roll it out like
Right?
sushi paper. Oh god.
Nice.
How thoughtful. Here's another.
Oh, that one burst into a million little beads. Don't worry, I have 60.
Yeah.
You can keep those beads.
Yep.
Yeah. Build something with it.
Okay, all right. So here's what you do. Here's what you do. You have to get your card as jigsaw puzzles, and hand out the puzzles to people, and be like, here you go. When you put that together,
Right?
you'll have my card.
Yeah.
Nice.
I gave you a chore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A quest.
A quest. See, I like the way you think, Shenanigans. I'm a quest giver.
A quest giver.
You are a
Yep.
quest giver. You can have that on your card. You just have a little like yellow exclamation point on one side and a quest on another.
Right?
Oh my god.
It's like, what is EOG's favorite snack? And they have to like interact with you to get it. You make a ding sound when it's done.
Dude, you have sets of cards? Like, here,
Yep.
this card, you have to use this one to get the next one.
Well, funny enough, I don't know where it is in the stack, but one of the guys that I met, he had dad jokes printed on his. All different
Nice.
kinds.
Oh my.
Yeah. That was kind of cool. Oh, I wish Swamp was here. I met a WWE superstar accidentally.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't realize it too. I thought they were just a Mixer streamer because they were asking me to find a Mixer person. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
they're right over there. There's Ember Moon. I'm not sure. She's like developmental, maybe. I don't know WWE too well. I'm just gonna ask Swamp when we see him.
Yeah.
I don't know current WWE too well.
Yeah. I am naming my cities. Oh, I'll name the next one because that's the bet. I am naming them after wrestlers.
Right?
There we go. That kind of fit perfectly into place.
Hooray!
Yeah. Do you have like a wrestler name picked out? If you had to like do a streamer like alternate identity kind of thing?
I do not, but I should.
All right, let's workshop this.
Well, I
Talk
can't
to me.
take
What are you
Salsa
thinking?
Man.
You can't take Salsa. Why not?
It's taken, man.
Nice. Indeed.
Man, it has never popped up into my brain that, what if someday I need a wrestling name?
Yeah.
Nice.
The quest
The
giver.
wrestling name.
Take on his quests if you dare.
The quest giver.
The quest giver. I mean,
His
that's
final
really
move.
not that bad.
His final move is just called turn in, where he grabs you by the bottom half, spins you around, and then drops. Look, this is why you stick with me. Like, it seems like a sick wrestler.
The quest giver. Actually, you know what? I like it. I'm going with that.
Yeah.
Now, next time someone asks me, I have an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the quest giver.
For that 0.00% of the time. Gonna
30 years from now, I'm gonna be like, as a matter of fact, I do have one.
Oh gosh. No, I feel Shenanigans should just be S because we're not allowed to see what he looks like. So,
Right.
he has the mask on and everything. It's just a big S on the face.
It's true.
And
I
then
mean, we got Salsa Man already.
it's a salsa
Already
man. It
lined
works. Oh. Your main move is called the dip.
The dip.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh god. I really like
Oh
this
my
game.
god, he did it. The dip. The dip.
The dip.
The dip, JR.
Jesus Christ, JR. It's funny because JR still does commentary. That man
That's
hasn't
awesome.
stopped. Yeah.
Dip.
It's over. He did it.
Dude, Salty refers to wrestling as, like, redneck anime.
Right?
Oh my god, it is!
Yeah.
On the next episode of SmackDown.
They have
You slept
special
with my
moves.
girlfriend's sister.
They have
Got a gun.
drama, weird stories, special moves, weird costumes. Like, it really is, though.
Yep. I've always referred to it as the masculine soap opera.
Yeah.
Gosh. The masculine soap opera. What a name.
Yeah.
What like a really stereotypical masculine soap opera would look like.
Chopped.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Brought it back.
Yeah, you did. Yo, Chopped was. It's like. Chopped is so good. It's as fake as it gets. Yeah, I know, but like that's why we create the characters. They're as believable.
I'd be Mousy. Love it.
Yeah.
Man, when I was a kid, I used to argue with my cousins all the time. They just swore up and down that wrestling was real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
get
like,
mad.
how though?
Right?
But how though?
The thing I would still recommend people take a look at is any Kenny Omega video, which is a independent wrestler, because he just fucking hits people, and it's really weirdly satisfying to watch. Like, he puts them down on their neck. It's awful. What he does to other humans.
I specifically remember talking to my cousins one point, and like, we're watching wrestling, and I was like, alright, so you're telling me that man is too stunned to move while the other guy showboats? And they're like, yes. I'm like, so he is just too defeated to stand up? And they're like, yes. Like, okay, so if we watch this for about 30 more seconds after he continues to get hurt more, I'm betting he's gonna stand up and then do something that only healthy athletic people with energy can do. They're like, no, you get a second wind.
You forgot about the one where there's a guy who's got a snake puppet that he then stuns people with. Where he puts on the puppet, and then he puts it into position, and then fucking stabs them in the...
Dude, you know what?
Stuns them for an exclusively long period of time.
You know what? This is you guys, I'm sure, are not surprised at all to find that is not the thing that bothered me the most. Like, I'm bothered by weird things. I'm sitting here like, this is just completely unrealistic. He should have moved out of the way. And you're over here like, he has a snake puppet.
Yep.
And
a genuine snake puppet.
And it works.
I believe the snake is also named like Gustavus or something ridiculous like that. Shout out to Gustavus. I just think Gustavus is a fantastic name too.
Wernstrom!
Dr. Wernstrom, I presume. That sounds like a great wrestling name, actually.
Wernstrom.
Dr. Wernstrom.
Okay, so my wife's been trying to get me to tell the story on stream for a little while. And since we're talking about the things that the weird things about me that you guys won't at all be surprised by. So the setting of the story is in the ER. I was 12 years old and I had appendicitis.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so appendicitis, like throwing up all day, really painful. Like couldn't move very well. Like the car ride hurt because the road was cracked. So I'm in the ER, and long story short, this is my second visit to the hospital that day, because the first visit, the doctor was like, "Yeah, he's sick. Send him home." So I'm in here, and I was told later that had I not gone to the hospital that night, I would have died, before the morning, because it had already ruptured, and I had like all this nastiness in me.
Okay.
So anyway, the point of the telling of the story is that the nurse says to me at 12 years old, she says, describe this pain on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the worst pain you can imagine. And I thought about it for a second, and I thought, because I'm a robot, I thought, would I be in more pain if something additional were to happen to me right now?
What does that
Like,
mean?
if someone were to stab me right now, would I hurt more?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would. So I'm not at a 10. So I said, I'm at a 9.
Yeah.
Because I've never experienced, this is like the worst pain I've ever experienced. It's insane. But you said a 10. I was very by the letter when I was a kid. You said that a 10, so my answer was, it's a 9.
Right.
And the nurse is like, okay, so it's not appendicitis. And my mom's like, hold up. Why'd you say that from a pain scale? So now, fast forward 5 minutes, and my mom has asked me, why did I say 9? And I was like, because I can imagine worse pains.
Yeah.
And so my mom is now having to argue with this ER nurse, saying, no, it's because he won't say 10. He won't. The nurse is like, no 12-year-old who has appendicitis would say anything other than 10. And my mom's like, well, you met one. And this was like an argument they had. At some point during this argument, I passed out.
Oh.
And I woke up after surgery.
Jesus.
Wow.
So my wife's been trying to get me to tell the story on stream because I'm weird, and she's like, no, you gotta tell him about that time where you were too by the letter to give an appropriate 12-year-old response.
Wow.
Weird dude.
Hopefully that was a learning experience for that nurse, right?
Awesome.
What I learned, this kid just doesn't give me straight answers.
You know, I'm always a little tempted when I talk about the appendicitis thing to like go and talk about a whole bunch of things about it, but it's really just not great conversation topic.
Is it just gory? I'm assuming.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
All right.
Because it was like the recovery period for me was extended and had a lot of mistakes in it.
Oh God.
So I actually I have a scar on my stomach that's like, I don't know, like 7 inches long and has like a divot in it.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
But I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm healthy.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Twitch.
Everything's fine.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
Gosh.
That's not supposed to happen.
Right.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. So they do them laparoscopically now. I was a little bit before that, so now my mom actually had appendicitis a few years later, and she pretty much doesn't even have a scar.
Oh. Wow.
Right? Unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of is though.
Yeah. So, I mean, all right. Since we're talking about it, so they had to clean.
This is 1995.
They had to clean my insides because it had ruptured and like all sorts of bacteria gets everywhere.
Yes.
So I basically had to go through a short phase of like readjusting to, like my organs were just, I don't know how to say your organs hurt,
Yeah.
but like they did.
My organs hurt.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then there was this draining process that was super nasty. That happened later because there was an infection, and then what was the organ pain scale? It wasn't that bad. It was more just uncomfortable.
It was a weird feeling because you will never experience that again.
Yeah, exactly. So I got some infection, and then the scar opened, and I had to drain it. We couldn't close it. I had to drain it. And that is the worst smelling thing I will ever smell in my life. My parents, who raised 3 kids and changed poopy diapers and dealt with kid problems their whole lives, had to take turns being in the room with me while this was draining because it was that smelly.
Jeez.
just gonna skip that next part. I think that one might be too cringy for stream.
Okay.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, and then there was after the draining part, there was like this whole like it started like draining a lot. Like it was kind of drip drain, and then it was suddenly my bed is completely soaked when I woke up in the morning. You know.
All right.
And that turned into my decade-long dislike of Q-tips.
Oh.
Because the doctors would have to clean it out with Q-tips. And I gotta tell you, something reaching into your body is... But even worse than grease trap smell, I have to say it would have to be yes. I don't know what that smells like, Wernstrom, but I'm a grown ass man and I have yet to smell anything as bad as what came out of my own body. All right, I'll stop.
Jeez.
No. See, you know, I see. I always get on this, right? But the part of the story that was kind of important, and this actually caused me more trouble as a kid than most other things, was that I heard rules. I read the syllabus.
Hey, Tyler, what's
listened to things.
Hello.
Hey, and I followed the rules to the letter. And that got me in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, people don't mean what they say a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was something that I had to learn to deal with.
Oh, what was that? That was a bad sound. What was that? What happened?
If it was like a womp sound, that happens when someone else finishes a wonder.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
It was the Zeus one.
Yeah, I got that too. So in the following rules by the letter, I got in trouble once in school. I was not a trouble kid in school. I was like straight A's, followed all the rules kid in school.
Look at this guy.
Yeah. That was how I rolled. And hey, what's up, Target?
Hello.
Hi, we are here to grief you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to hear about? You want to hear a gross review?
Yeah, you're a little late for that. I'm live, and this is my show. What?
Anyway, you were saying?
So the rules of this one class in the syllabus, it says you're not ever to be late to class.
Right.
Anything that you like, if you're ever late to class, you get one warning. No matter how late you are, it counts. 5 seconds, 5 minutes, it counts. You're late, there's your warning.
Mm-hmm.
And after that one warning, if you're ever late again, you get a detention.
Oh.
Period. Doesn't matter how late you are. 5 seconds, 5 minutes, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I was late once. Coming back from lunch, I was like 15 seconds late.
Oh.
And I was walking up to the door, and I stopped, and I went, wait, this is going to use up my one time, so I might as well enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back to the lunchroom and hung out for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I went back to class, and where I promptly got a detention.
Yeah.
Because the teacher's like, no, like, you can't, like, you were late by, like, 25 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, but you said doesn't matter how late I am, the first one gets a notice and then gets a warning, and then from that point on, and it was like, even now I still think the wording was poor. Like, you know what I'm saying?
God.
All I'm saying is, I'm not the one who broke the rules looking at that syllabus, she was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on.
And like, so
court.
I get it.
6-year-old EOG takes her to court.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it says the first time I'm late, I get a free pass. This is the first time, you know, and so even now, like, I'm just a little like, I have to remind myself that people don't necessarily say what they mean.
Yeah.
Like that, the spirit of that is not on the lenient side of the person who's late.
Right.
You know, and that's just something that's just a personal thing that I've kind of had to like work on, I guess, in a way.
Right.
But but yeah, that's young EOG there.
Wow. Yeah, young Tristan was the worst human being alive. I got fights with kids, and then I started a food fight. I think I got a series of detentions because of that.
Oh my god, a food fight.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
I have never been a part of, nor started, of course, a food fight. It's just like, nah.
I don't think I started. I was just the idiot that got caught. I think is the difference.
Ouch.
Yeah. Which is a very important difference to
Yeah.
have.
Man.
I was pretty good, except for 7th grade. Spent a lot of time at the principal's office that year.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We've all been there.
Yeah. I mean, I was just difficult, but not because I was like a bad kid or a bad student or anything. It's just difficult. The teachers were like, hey, "Here's how things are," and I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, every kid asks why," and I'm like, "No, I'm asking because I already figured it out, and I want you to tell me."
Nice.
God.
Like, I was really difficult. Sometimes I wonder how my parents didn't, hate me.
Yeah. I was pretty difficult too around that time, like 7th grade. So like I was doing pretty good grade wise, as far as I'm getting good grades, and I was sick of just going to school, and I'm like, look, I literally got to the point where like I talked my folks into like, look, I don't want to go, but I'm gonna go like the bare minimum, like a couple times a week, pick up my homework, do it, bring it back in, and I'm still getting good grades. They had to. I think I was the reason they changed the absentee policy.
The absentee policy? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, now there's there's big policies now of like you have to be in school for so many days, and you don't. Yeah. It's just like, why? My grades are great. What's the problem?
I had that.
I'm getting
that
all
same
my work
thing.
done. There is, I'm the only thing is attendance, but I'm getting all the work done. My grades are fine.
Yeah, you were a college student, just younger.
Fight me at PAX. Yeah.
Fight me at PAX.
I want to show up. I'll only show up that one time.
I was the same. I didn't have an attendance problem, but I did. I fought my teachers on my math teachers on showing work, because math just speaks to me. I know math. I get math. And I was like, if I get 100 on every test, can you stop taking half points off of all my homework for not showing my work? My teacher's just like, no.
Yeah.
This is kind of the same thing about me being a little shit, because the teachers are all like, here's the thing, if you show your work, then if you get one wrong, we can give you half credit.
Yes.
For doing work, and I'm like, don't care, I'm not going to get it wrong.
Oh,
and
I thrived off of half credit.
If I do get, so did I, but it was the other half.
Oh.
They're like, I'm like, if I do get it wrong, I'll just face the music and you can take whole points off. And they're like, no, that's not how it works. You have to show your work. Like, why?
I would make up more complex solutions to things I knew I wasn't going to get right in order to cover all of my bases for half credit. It worked constantly.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I knew I didn't know that equation, so I'm like, well, let's figure out a way around this.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Hollow says, you think that's bad? In year 7, I made a crossbow out of those textures that click together and with a rubber band, and I shot a pen out of my bus window at a car.
Cracked
a 4-wheel drive windscreen and got suspended for 3 days.
Damn, son.
How much torque was in that?
Dude built a crossbow.
Yeah. I did kind of
awesome.
smooth over that part, didn't I?
Shit, that's amazing. My older brother got expelled my first year of high school.
Ooh.
Damn, Mousy.
Once argued an extra point out of a teacher in geography exam because he hadn't drawn the map correctly.
Oh man.
How does that even happen?
Well done.
That is something Wernstrom would do.
Yeah.
I claimed it was a coin. Yeah, that's probably a good thing to do. Like, no, I wasn't firing sharp projectiles. You were.
Yeah.
Right.
You were doing this.
You
Who,
were.
me? No, I'm a simple man. I am but a child. I am suddenly losing a lot of money, and I don't know when that happened.
Units?
Well, did my trade routes go? No, it still exists. I don't know how I started losing money. Might be units. Oh, I got one more unit, and then suddenly that brought me down.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it, Mousy.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Tried to stab the principal. Mental health issues. That's pretty bad.
Oh, I stabbed a kid with a pen once, too, and made him bleed. I forgot about that one.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that as a kid. I didn't even get in that much trouble. They were just confused. Because I wasn't right in the argument, too.
You offered them 25
Argue my
cents.
point.
Offered them 25 cents for the window.
Oh my god.
Aw, that's amazing.
Aw, that's
It's
awesome.
the most kid logic ever. Like, hey,
It really
I can
is.
pay for this.
I'll pay for it.
I can buy 3 whole jawbreakers with this money.
Dude, right?
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so this goes to everybody in chat and the co-streamers. When you were a kid, were you a spend money immediately or a save your allowance forever?
Save forever.
Yeah, it was a save.
I was also a save. I had allowance was saved forever until I could afford the next awesome game that I wanted to buy.
I, to this day, am still
Yeah.
upset that I never bought the Black Ops 2 care package because I saved what I thought was enough money for it. And my family was like, no, you're not spending your money on that. Yeah.
That's a shame.
And I was literally looking at the price of it today. Because if you join the Chromatic Discord, we were having a conversation about special editions, as the new special edition for Borderlands 3 is apparently insane. I still don't know what it is. All I know is that it's called Diamond something. Yeah, I would essentially what all the saver mentality got me is that I have expensive tastes and weird things. So like I'll skirt on buying food for a while, and then I'll buy like a winter jacket.
Yeah.
It's like nice.
Yeah, my wife was a spend immediately person, and this has made her. She's like frugal for like actual savings, but when it comes to like free and blow money, she's like get food delivered, like ice cream, like even now, right? And I'm like, or.
Yeah. The only reason I do food delivery as much as I do is because I get the option where you don't have to pay a surcharge on it. So it's basically the same as like just driving to it and buying it.
Yeah. Elisana says, my sister was a saver. I was so mad when she bought this nice expensive 6 CD changer with big ass speakers.
Oh my gosh.
Wernstrom says, immediately for me, my sister was a saver too. Just meant I got more candy at Halloween because I would just raid hers.
Yep.
Oh man, I gotta hide that shit.
Yep.
Like, immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Sparta's coming too close. Get out of here, Sparta.
Yeah, I found the people that are at the top right now. They're directly below me, and I'm terrified.
I'm still just getting more food and sugar. Oh, come on, Alexander.
Alexander.
That's really close to my territory, man.
Alexander is the biggest dick in Civ. I don't think you guys remember.
We have AIs shuffled, man.
Yeah. Well, no, he is just a
Still
dick.
though.
Yeah, regardless.
Still being a
Alexander
dick.
has... Have you seen his picture? He rides up on a horse like, I'm better than you. Like, he's the worst. He's the worst.
I'm sorry, what was he like again?
Oh, yes. Kyber boy.
Thank you for that.
Yep. You're gonna
Awesome.
fucking clip it.
Captured. Captured.
Yep. Yugi boy. Fucking Kaiba's the weirdest character.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a Karibo I see, or are you just excited to see me? She's a plague on society. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Whoa.
Whoa.
Let's just open up on familial issues real quick. Fuck me.
Let's make this a little lighter by talking about my surgery again.
Yeah. No. Is that a step down? I think it is. Christ. Anyway. I legitimately at a loss for words. Level 20 city.
Joke's on her. I tortured her as a kid and now she's mad.
Oh.
Dude, why did you kill Chad?
Bai just comes in like, bro. Brohim.
Bai's like, what did I just... You know what? Not sure if I want to know.
Do I need to know? Probably not. Alright. I'm making
a guy who'll go war mad at a certain stage. I don't know.
Moved back with my parents at 30 after filing bankruptcy. Get on government support, like 15 diagnoses. Ooh. 2 of which are... Oh, wow. 2 of which are legit. Inside my NOS. I heard that.
Okay, but...
Do you have like a personal wrapper? NOS?
How does she handle her allowance now?
Yeah. Wait, is NOS what I'm thinking of, like the wrapper? Or is that a different thing? I'm taking the silence as it's a different thing.
Salty's back!
Cool, thanks. I was totally thinking the wrap.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Fuck me.
Okay, so the scar I've got?
Yeah. Is it shaped like any country? Is maybe like Bangladesh or something like that? I'm trying to create content here.
Oh shit.
Fuck. Anyway, how close is everyone to the medieval area?
I don't know. Everything about my cities is terrible. Really? Like I have food, I have happiness, and I'm not broke. So like
that's a good start.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like if this were like hold on, if this were like Sim City, I'd be totally fine.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It ain't. You're right.
So I'm a little concerned.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell!
Hello.
Hey,
Tank, what's going on?
All out the window. That's true.
We had to teach Tinkerbell what yeet meant. We did you proud.
What did you use the correct version? Did you use my version of yeet, or did you use the real version of yeet?
We tried to go with like all possible explanations of yeet.
I'm now proud.
And then Tinkerbell sent us a voice clip of her telling her kids that she yeeted them into this world and she could yeet them out of it. Yep. Yep. We got him.
Yep.
Yep. Oh no, Salty, I'm on my phone, internet's been out for 2 hours. Made some bomb-ass grilled cheese ham and egg sandwiches. Oh, snap! Got a 51-52 high score on the Google No Internet game. Oh, snap! Well, thanks for swinging by and letting us know, Salty.
Thank you.
But yeah. So Tinkerbell comes in and is like, what does yeet mean? Because my kids, they told me that, they say it all the time, and they told me that I wouldn't understand, and we're like, let's explain.
Oh god, I literally took you through there's a video of me taking you through a yeet course. That video exists on the internet somewhere.
Yep.
It's the first chromatic thing too, which is sad.
Yep, she told him that and recorded it.
It's amazing.
It was
Oh
wonderful.
my gosh. Yeet for distance, Kobe for accuracy. Kobe.
Yeah.
How's your day? We taught some people the word eat.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say pretty good day so far.
It's been pretty
Nice.
good.
Well, Shay, the voice note, he went crazy. He was like, should I ever my famous I am? Aw, that's great.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
It was pretty great.
I love it when kids get hype about things.
Right?
My favorite is when they get so excited they can't finish their own sentences.
Oh man,
Makes it
yes.
the fucking best.
Yeah.
Like, and then it was great. And I'm like, awesome, man.
It was.
You did it.
Speaking of things so awesome, Hollow says he's working on a new game.
Ooh, is that the one that
Whoa,
was the
hey.
voice actor thing?
Yeah.
Hit me up, or I should hit you up. I don't know how this works. I was trying to find it on. I tried finding the message that you sent on Shanann's Discord.
So
But
I pinned it in
didn't
my
find it.
yeah, I pinned it in general. So if you click
Is
on
it
the
it's in
pin
general? All right.
yeah, if you click on the pin board, you'll find it there.
I'm supposed to be doing voice acting for another game too, but that just
Oh.
kind of like went somewhere. I
Wow.
don't really know what happened to that. Yeah, I need to like hit that person up again. I just realized that totally fell through. Like, wait a second, I was supposed to be doing something.
Hold up. Yeah. No, you'd probably be pretty good with voice acting. I mean, I don't know if, like, doing voices, I haven't really heard much of you, doing a whole lot except your nerd voice.
Yeah, that's basically all I need. I'll be typecasting.
Yeah.
Sorry, just Yeet assistant. Can I be assistant to the Yeet general manager? Oh my god. we need to get business-like. God. What are we talking about?
Magic cards. Yeah, that's what.
Right, magic cards. Holy
Oh
shit, that was part of
my
this
God.
conversation.
No, we weren't.
No, we weren't.
Nah, not really.
We tell ourselves we were.
Yeah, we're good at that.
But we're lying.
Yeah. It was a ruse.
Oh, the voice work is for a different game,
Oh, really?
so it's not that one.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You hit me and I call the police for assault. Get in line.
I call the police for assault.
Did you hear about that story with the kid with the pen? Ain't the
Hit
first,
me.
ain't the last.
Hit me at PAX.
Hit me fast.
Hit me.
Oh gosh. Alright, I have connected one of my cities. There's now a road. I feel like that's a good
I
development.
did the road too, and then I was like, I could have just tried to wait for the harbor. But
See, one of my cities is landlocked, so
I didn't really think about it too much, but I guess it's not a bad thing anyway because I'm getting too old now and I don't have to rush the harbor.
mm-hmm.
So
Harbor is pretty far too. It's all the way at Compass, which is at the end of medieval era.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this new road money to just buy a settler so I don't have to stagnate my growth.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Ornstrom, I still haven't created that automatic response to you joining the chat. I'm wondering if that would be weird though. If that would be freaky for you. You jump into the chat and you just hear Ornstrom like
Yeah.
immediately before you say
And then
anything.
he knows, yeah.
Screen's barely loaded.
Probably won't be considering Mixer. Not gonna lie.
No more looking for you.
that's
Yeah,
true.
it's one of the reasons I hesitated on it. I'm like, I'm not big on calling people out that are lurking. Like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
you lurking in chat, talk to me. Because
Yeah.
That's
a
weird.
no-no.
Mm-hmm.
that's a little weird.
Yeah, you
Feel
just
like
don't.
I wanna-
You just don't know what their response is going to be. Feels rude.
Yeah.
Feels rude, man.
Yep.
There we go. Oh my god, that strat actually worked.
You know what? I'm not gonna regret the road even more, because it made a bridge over a river in my territory. Take that, river!
Oh my god, it actually worked.
Wouldn't bother you.
Yeah.
Good to know, Wernstrom. You were in Shenan's stream yesterday. Went up 2 Tech Lexia levels.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, no, that does happen. You just get it by osmosis. Legitimately, I was tech illiterate before I started streaming.
Yeah, I heard him explaining how to do something in a bot the other day. I was so
proud. I was proud. Because I had a decent understanding of what I was doing. Yeah, it's been a year. I'm explaining things.
Me, my turn.
Lightning packs.
Which packs?
Yes. Well, I might be going to West, so that's a thing. I'm gonna see if I can go to West, because East was insanely fun.
How to do a what?
Yeah.
He was talking about how to get some. I forget what functionality it was, but it was something in one of the bots. We have usually multiple bots running as streamers to allow you to do, things like this.
Mm-hmm.
We have programs that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite. This is what I'm gonna incriminate myself by not knowing how to spell the word squirrel. So if anyone knows how to spell squirrel,
Nice.
you can get my attention. Damn it. Fuck.
Gonna make him type it again, guys.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, probably coming in. Wait, maybe it works.
Did I redo the scroll command?
The code streams are a little weird, so...
Let me check actually to see if the command's on right now, because I turned it off at one point. Basically, I have a command that... Yeah, no, it is on. There it is. Because I don't finish my stories, and so they created... Yeah. Similar to the dog from Up, which I don't know how incredibly...
Fix your squirrel blizzard!
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my god. Okay, this one's new for me. You guys know I've been getting experience when I get followers and I level up.
Someone's a literal RPG character.
I turned my stream into an RPG, guys. Do ! Level somebody in my chat.
Yeah.
It'll be on my stream, not in the chat where this happens. It takes a second.
I have no idea what to build.
Wait for it.
Or it's broken. There it is. There are my stats, guys.
There them be.
How great is that?
That's pretty solid. It's kind of cool.
Awesome.
You know what? This is only going to get better because now that I have the framework, I'm going to have to improve this whenever I get partnered, and I'm going to have to find... I gotta find a way to include like embers and sparks and stuff like that to experience gain. But let me tell you, with as hand drawn as most of the stuff is, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Hello, that's why you need to be on Mixer, so you can see everybody.
Hello. I mean, we can see you, but
yeah. So to give you a brief introduction, I am. The voice next to me is EOG. Say hello.
Hello. I'm every other game.
And then we got your boy, Shenan's.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
This command is currently on.
We're like a proper podcast now.
Kinda. We're doing stuff.
Due to emotional issues now? Is that how this works? I don't remember. That's what podcasts do, right? And then they breed on weird guests. Well, we've had our fair share, so.
We do that too.
Oh, yeah.
We're a real boy.
Yeah, I'm a real boy now.
Found a Pantheon. All right.
Good stuff. Yeah. Since you were talking about embers, I'm gonna real quick promote this again. Issue boy, you need to get to. Also, something that I almost forgot about. I'll be giving away these when we hit Ember milestones, as part of what I got at PAX, I got Game Pass, little Game Pass subscriptions. So that's a thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. So when I hit the 3,000, 4,000, 5,000.
Is the baby Tinkerbell still alive? I don't know. My wife may have erased her.
What do you mean?
Well, everybody who hosted me got a tally mark.
Yes.
And they all had names. And I drew actually my wife drew a little tiny Tinkerbell over Tinkerbell's tally.
Aw.
No.
How dead were you by the end of that?
So your deadness reaches peak about 22 hours in, and then you climb uphill after that because you're like, oh man, I'm about to be done.
Oh my god. Yeah, the final hours. You have the final countdown in your head.
Definitely.
The entire way through. I love it. Yo, this Alibaba guy is kind of in the middle of... Totally take the city.
By the way, EOG, don't totally mind that catapult there.
No.
I'm just trying to tell Sparta to back off.
Oh, okay. You've been warring with Sparta for a bit now.
Not really warned. They're just getting way too close, and I'm like, guys, back away. Just stop this.
All right, I think I'm gonna see if I can load the. I'm gonna load the image. See, I knew this would happen, so I took a picture of the whiteboard before I gave it back. You guys think I have the whiteboards in this house? I was a bigger nerd than me.
Oh, you just gave me 4 gold per turn for that. I just stole all of his gold.
There's my whiteboard, guys. By the end.
Oh, yes.
Nice. Oh, wow. Yeah. That is a full whiteboard.
That was so great.
Yeah. I like that.
Don't mind that catapult right there. It's just looking.
Not suspicious whatsoever.
Hey, Hollow's here on Mixer.
Hollow, hey!
He's in the
welcome.
shenanigans.
I got experience points!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gold.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
That's awesome. By the way, that dude's just on auto exploration and stuff.
Oh, it's
I'm not
cool.
trying to be in your
Skinny
way.
penis. You have no idea how much I fucked that meme. On the whiteboard, focus on the 4th line with the baby Tinkerbell. Oh, awesome. Look, you want to pull that up again so I can see that?
Sure. And where'd it go? There it is. Nope. See it?
Oh yeah, I see it. That's
that
solid.
one was Tinkerbell's host, number 4.
Nice. That's supposed to be a dad. Oh my god.
That's scary on multiple levels.
Yeah. Alright. Man, these cities are growing at a nice rate. Everything's all nice. Better start conquering people.
You know.
That's our boy!
Yeah, it's your dude. I am, in fact, that guy.
Do?
Yeah. You know what I should do? Said William VIII to literally everyone. Let's go start conquering. You didn't think you would learn anything today, but you are. Boom, historical facts. Get at me. Oh god.
It's supposed to be.
Oh
a
no,
dad.
they're starting to use
Yeah.
the ASCII. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Everything the light touches is your kingdom.
Yes. What about the D-Live, Father? We don't go there.
Dang.
No. I tried finding the D-Live booth at PAX, and I legitimately couldn't. It was a maze. There was an entire section that was supposed to be devoted to indie games, and it was in there. And, like, you would get stuck in the indie game section, because it's all within one place.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It was. I think the funniest part is actually I went with Wiggles one of the days because we got to link up. The boys got to link up. And so so it goes there's the main part of the hall, and then it goes down into like the indie game section, and then an entire third of the convention was just board games. And when I say that the humidity changed when you entered that third of the room, I wasn't kidding.
Oh.
There, I felt damp after leaving.
Wow.
Oh.
They just had chairs set up that was everywhere was just full. Tinkerbell, thanks for following. Thank you for going gold. As I'm telling just the most disgusting story.
Dude.
Yeah. Also, I met D-Pain in line for a bar that I knew I wasn't going to be able to get into. So that was fun. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The humidity. Just, you couldn't have chosen like a worse descriptor.
No, that's what happened. I'm not going to give you an incorrect statement.
It's true. It's
how about,
true.
How about moistness?
Literally.
Oh.
I could have walked through that place with a thing of bounty and would have to wring it out on my way back.
Wow.
No.
Fine. Thanks for the follow. Thank you for going gold. How the fuck did this work? Do I just tell gross stories from now on?
Like unwell? No. I've had my fair share of mic time tonight. You probably showed up a little early.
We need a story time for you though.
Oh, we already did that.
We had the story time. It made us both turn off our webcams and leave.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the story time.
Yeah, that's kind of why I've been quiet, a little more quiet tonight.
Now I'm upset because I got.
No, once the shock wore off, we were good.
Yeah.
This is doubly interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I have never been to a Smash tournament, like a professional Smash tournament, but
I was about to say.
but I have heard stories about the smell there.
Yeah. Well, I actually got the chance. The Layers of Fear thing that I went to, accidentally. There's a mug I got from it, but I met the #1 Smash commentator there. That was cool.
Nice.
He's the guy that screams destruction at like random parts. He's a fun dude. Yeah. Yeah, everyone needs a main. That's the thing. Like you said, you don't have one, and I don't believe you. 'Cause that's just not possible.
Okay. So here's the thing. I have not yet played the new Smash.
Doesn't Salty on it?
I believe so. Yes.
All right.
I do not own Brawl.
Mm.
So I
Frog, yeah.
loved Melee, and then Brawl happened, and I didn't like it quite as much, but I still liked it. But I only played it when I was around my friends, and everyone else owned it.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like, whenever they're doing something, I'll show up. Mm-hmm. So I never really played it much. And then the new one came out, and I start like twice a week. I'll go, I need to buy that, and then I just won't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
Yep.
That's That's the saver mentality right there.
Mm-hmm.
It is the saver mentality.
It's like, no,
You've been
later,
a fool.
later.
I'll get it another time.
Yep.
You're being played by yourself. Know your worth, Kings.
Being played by myself. It's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't trust anyone, not even
Congratulations.
yourself.
You played yourself.
Also, have I mentioned that I've been watching more and more of Father? Or You Are the Father?
Oh no.
Yeah. Some dude just does a straight up backflip at one of them when he learns he is the real father.
Oh, I've seen that
my
clip.
God.
That was amazing.
That's pretty good.
Got my blood pumping. Do you see the new Pokemon game on Nintendo Switch? Yes, more specifically, the Scottish memes around it. We actually spent part of our tavern one day, just me going through the Scottish memes, and both of these guys were not enthused.
They were so weird and cringy.
You fucking what, mate? You're gonna shag me mom with that mouth, are you?
See?
Right?
Ah, you fucking wank stain.
See?
I like Scottish insults a lot. They're really creative. More specifically, I just like the term wank stain. I don't know what it is, but it's so visceral. You fucking wank stain. Oh, the Australian one would be sick too. It'd be like Pokemon Heart Edition. There's no like official name. So both of my attacking units is too weak to actually attack the settlement. So I'm just healing angrily next to it until they're ready.
Healing angrily.
Dude, I totally get that.
Yep.
You're like, you son of a bitch, I'll be there in 5 seconds, you know?
Just wait till I put on this fucking bandage. You're gonna be done for, kid. You and your fucking sticks.
Dude, yeah. You're gonna be done for, kid.
It's TM cunt.
Nothing personal, kid.
Nothing personal. Teleport.
No.
Yeah.
No, though.
I've said that meme more times than I'd like to count. And the worst part is people don't remember that that's a meme. So they're like, haha, teleports, that's funny. And like, I'm like, no, you don't get it.
No, please, no. Be scared.
I'm super spooky with my MC. LC? What? No. What's the term? OC. There we go.
OC.
Jeez. I need more water. I'm smelling burnt toast. Oh my god.
Toaster gold.
Toaster gold.
That sounds delicious right about now. It was pretty great. Chaos was trying to help me with my, like, he wants to help me buy food after me lamenting for so many times that I don't know how to cook. Like, not that I don't know how to cook, but I just don't, like, buy the right things to cook good food.
Okay.
I essentially just have either bland chicken, like salt, pepper, and Old Bay, or I have pasta with a meatballs, like pasta and meatballs. That's the two foods that I eat for dinner every night. And so he's like we're going through the list of everything that I own, and he was aghast by the fact that I don't own butter currently because I don't use enough butter to justify buying it.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is a trust.
Good thing my wife isn't watching right now,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah. Can you not use butter? Because if you make pasta, also I have olive oil, so like that covers the chicken.
A whole thing of butter. A whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
That's an exact unit of measurement.
Yeah.
You need one whole something's worth.
Need like a whole butter.
A whole butter.
Hello, yes, Mr. Grocer Man. I would like one butter, please.
You want to really confuse someone at the grocery store? Go in, looking. Go in and like, go next to one of those people that are supposed to help you and act all confused, and then ask them where the toast is.
Yeah. Oh my god. Need one
See
stone
what
of
happens.
butter. A bar like 2 days.
Dude, they really should just direct you towards toasters.
They really should.
Right.
If they knew how to sample sell correctly. Which is a real term. Shout out for working at a grocery market for way too long. Like a year or so.
Hating myself a little.
Yeah. Tell that story more than enough times. The old people that I had to deal with the grocery market. Is this pasta? No, sir. That's a grilled cheese. Favorite moment still. I don't know how he got it confused. He was deaf. He wasn't blind. I don't understand how he makes that connection. Take 3 samples. Dude, people, it's like this weird combination of free because I worked the booth for free samples, and so like it was this combination of either they would be really coy about it and they would wait till I wasn't looking in order to take one, and so I would specifically have to like drop down so that they would take the free sample because they didn't want to have to talk to me. I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh man,
That's
and then
weird.
And then there's the other group who just like pulls out their own bag and just starts putting stuff in there. And I'm like, okay, I can't really stop you because I have no real authority here.
If you keep doing that, I will be forced to stand here and watch you do that.
Don't you do this or I'm going to have to sigh aggressively at you. Believe me, that worked for a couple people. That's all you really need. Just go, really, man? And they go, yeah, I'm at that point in my life right now. I'm like, all right.
I have to sigh aggressively. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. Just gonna sit there and take it too. That's the best part. What are you gonna do? Stop taking the samples? No, you won't. We both know you. We know what you're about.
Volosana. That elegant air of a Walmart employee.
Yeah.
Yep.
And paid to stand there and look after free. No. I worked at like a bougie restaurant. No, not a bougie restaurant. A bougie like kind of like a Whole Foods type thing where I would make the free samples. So like they gave me what was essentially a George Foreman grill sort of situation, and then tell me to make all this different stuff on it. Like I made cheeseburgers for 4th of July. That was pretty sick because it was all the dads coming in and then they'd like talk to me about sports and I didn't know what they were talking about, but I'm like, yeah, man. I just said that over and over until they left me alone.
Guys, I might have to shift gears here in Civ.
What do you mean? Are you
Greek
going to
must pay.
overdrive? What do you mean?
Fucking Greece, man!
What, are you fighting Greece?
I will be. I can just tell you right now.
Oh,
like,
no.
okay. So first of all, I've got way too much sugar. So I just like kind of glanced around and found the people that had multiples of something and was just like, your spare for my spare?
Yes.
And Germany was like, sure.
Dussenwagen, yeah.
And then Greece was like, that is ridiculous and unacceptable. And I was like, what would make it acceptable? And they were like, 5 gold a turn for 25 turns, and you have to accept my embassy, but I ain't doing shit for you.
Wait,
and I'm like, why though? So they settled right next to my capital, and then I'm looking, and they managed to go all the way around this mountain to get a settler up to the other side of my capital.
Oh wow.
Oh no. That's some petty shit.
So
Greece.
I'm like soon going to have to deal with Greece. Like really, Greece?
Yep, they do that sometimes.
Oh my god.
I just want to take Ali Abibaba before he gets to be too big of an issue. And I think I understand what supervillain plans are like now.
See, I tend to be a peaceful civilization player. I'm like, hey, I want to settle my 3rd city. Why are you there?
Yup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You
I
have
go out
9 cities.
Yeah, I am that dude. There is a
my
reason
God.
I go for liberty. It's because I can make a vast empire out of the bones of my enemies. Too dark? Maybe. Like all the tiles on my cities are now completely full, so I'm gonna go pillage now. It's just how these things work. I don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules.
Worst gig? I haven't had many bad. I've like had really solid work experience. The only one that was just kind of like random was that I did picture taking for a what's the Jewish quinceañera called? It's when you turn of age in the Jewish faith. Bar mitzvah, yeah.
Bar mitzvah, yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa.
I took photos for that. and it was just kind of like, it wasn't bad because like no one really bothered me, and I just like kept taking the photos, but like it was just kind of boring. That's the worst, I would say, because everything else is gone decently. What about you guys?
Settle right there on my border. What an asshole.
The worst job or paid gig ever.
Oh man, I've got stories.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
working Christmas parties suck too. I've done that a couple times.
I worked at a factory where I was told by the guy above me, my boss, essentially, not like the boss, but the guy on the floor, that said, that basically said, yeah, well, I need you to get from point A to point B, and that requires you literally walking under machinery. But that's fine. Do it.
Jesus.
And that was like my first kind of factory job, right? This is a young Sheenans working the factory job, and so
before the acting career took off.
Yeah, later on, when I then applied at another factory and got in there, I ended up also walking under same machinery, thinking that was okay, and people are like, "What the hell?" They all looked at me like, "You are."
Death wish.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Oh yeah, they were about ready to write me up. I'm like, what? Like this is what I did at my last job. Like, this is how it works here. They're like, no, that don't fly here. You don't do that here.
That dog don't hunt.
Yeah.
You love that so much.
I really do. It's a pretty solid saying.
So I mean,
For 6 months when I was
some
19.
places follow safety guidelines and some don't.
Yo, chicken carbonara is so good, though. Why are y'all making me hungry? I know I don't have any food. I meant to do grocery shopping before I went to work. I mean, before stream, and just kind of like forgot because I was talking about food, and then I went and ate more. And then I now have like breakfast for tomorrow, and that's it. And I gotta plan out my day tomorrow. There's a whole slew of things.
There's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I usually don't plan out my Fridays. My Fridays just kind of happen because that's my day off for streaming. So I'll just like go. I'll go to any local university that takes me. Basically, I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm here now. Entertain me. Done this more times than I'd like to admit. Dude, the Boston train system, despite it being a war crime, like I told the head of Mixer, it takes me places. It's nice.
Despite it being a war crime. Oh my god.
Sometimes you just gotta let them know.
So for me, I had a job. I pretty much started my working career in IT because the first job I ever took, I was super lucky, and I ended up getting a job working like the front desk in a little mom and pop's IT place. So I kind of got to skip over the whole like grocery store food service thing. So I'm like wicked lucky. I mean, the thing is that it's not without. I mean, every company has like, especially mom and pop's companies have things that are problematic with them. So the nepotism there was insane. The two employees, I was the third employee, but the other two were the owner and his son.
Wait, hold on. The shout out tabs? Sorry, I'm just taking a look at
Maybe
what
he needs the
Paulo's
mixer
talking.
buttons.
So try to refresh the screen.
Yeah.
The shout out buttons, those are probably, it's probably an error, Hollow product. The mix play buttons sometimes get stuck over top of the stream and they're not supposed to be there.
Yeah. And if it keeps happening, just let us know and I can just turn mine off.
Also, if they're under the stream, then there should be a button underneath the streams that says mix play, and you can click on that and toggle the buttons off so that they'll disappear altogether.
Mm-hmm. It should normally do that, but there's a current bug that they're fixing that it just doesn't go away sometimes.
Yeah. But I can only see one stream at the moment. It happens.
Yeah.
Refresh like 20 times.
Yeah.
So the one that was the worst for me was I worked as a desk IT technician I wanted to be a field tech, and my boss knew that and held it over my head a lot. This was basically a position. I'm trying to like succinctly describe this, but it was kind of like, it was like I found the jocks of IT. And
All right.
I am not. I am very much a nerd, and I'm not talking like they are into sports. I'm talking like aggressively frustrating to deal with, like the stereotype like sitcom jocks. You know what I'm talking about?
Wow. All right.
Like not real human jocks.
Solid. Okay.
And so it was kind of okay, so I worked any calls that came in. We had nothing to do because there were no calls coming in, and so the owner was screaming at us because we weren't doing billable hour work. But
Wow.
we don't go and get work.
Right.
Like, I don't understand, what do you want from us? And I was too young to really ask. Like, if this were to happen to me now, if this same thing were to happen to me now, I would just flat out ask. I'd be like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Right? I work for you. I assume you can tell me what to do. What do you want me to do? See you, Warrenstrom. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Thanks. Come back.
Later, Winstrom.
But back then, hey Phoenix. But back then,
Hello.
I was a youngster in the business world, and I didn't really understand that nobody's on your side. Like, he's just trying to yell at you, right? If you don't assert a little bit of, a little bit of pushback, it's just going to continue forever.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Anyway, that ended up. I quit that job when I was out sick for 2 days. I was so sick. My doctor said I should have been out for a week, but I was out for 2 days, and I went back to work. And while I was gone, of course, my metrics were failing because I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got back in, I got scolded for having my metrics be really bad, and my boss told me, we decided we're going to take one of the technicians, and we're just going to put him as a receptionist in the front desk and have him answer phones. And since you have the worst stats this week, it's going to be you.
Oh, come
Wow.
on.
And I said, no, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm just going to go ahead and not.
You're right.
And you're right. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and not. And I called my wife and I was like, I might have just quit my job. And she
That's
knew.
a fun conversation to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knew how bad it was. So like, and I told my boss. I gave him my 2 weeks notice right there in his office. I was like, well, I don't have it written up, but I can go write it up if you'd like. And he said, no, you can go ahead and leave at the end of the day too, because we both know you won't work. And I was like, no, we don't. I mean, maybe you don't have any integrity, but I'll work through my 2 weeks. I mean, who doesn't work through their Really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Jeez.
yeah. So that's the worst one. Worst gig I've ever had was when I was an IT guy essentially for a bully.
Yeah.
And it was like the world of difference when I went to. I worked at my next job, and my manager was the type of guy who was like, hey, I'm just checking in to make sure everything's great. It's good? Okay, bye.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, dude used to tell me, it's my job to take away your obstacles. It's your job to do the work.
That's nice.
I was like, yes.
You're cool.
You're so great. Don't ever stop being my manager.
That's wholesome hours.
Right? Alright, Grease. You live for now.
Until the next episode.
Of Dragon Ball EOG.
EOG. Love it.
Oh, I want it on a poster now.
Someone has to make a poster, and you better give me Super Saiyan hair. You better give me Super Saiyan hair.
Oh, amazing. I really only learned about Dragon Ball through memes, I realized. Because I never really watched the show. the Bridge series.
Man, that was my jam.
God, Abridged.
Yeah.
Oh
Bridge
my
was
God.
solid too.
It was really. Okay, so I have no idea anything about Dragon Ball Super. I've been saving it.
Yeah.
I've
As
been
for the
saving
Vic
it.
situation, I don't know enough about it to see YouTube videos on it, but not a part of the community. I don't want them.
And I've been saving it because so like it's not out in English yet, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Like all of it, or is it just a little chunk of it? Because last time I checked, it was just a small part of it.
I don't know.
Kinda. That's what I'm waiting for.
I haven't seen Super at all, so.
I'm a dubs guy. I'm not a subs guy.
Wow. You and Cubed.
Dude.
Cube
look,
has a picture of a fucking character from My Hero Academia, and he finished. I don't understand.
Yeah, I haven't watched the third season either because it's not dubbed. Look,
Bruh.
Here's the thing. I am so sick of people saying the voice acting's better. How would you know?
I don't really care about the voice acting. I just like it. I just don't care.
If
I like a show, I'm just gonna watch it immediately.
When
I don't care if I have to read.
If
I'm literate.
No. Here's the thing. I don't care if I have to read, which is why I would prefer to acquire and read the manga rather than watch the third season in a language I don't understand. I would rather mute it than be hearing a language I do not understand. I just like it, the dialect, the voice. I don't know how to describe this. The voice isms, like the way that certain structures are whined in different languages. Like someone whining in English is familiar to me. Someone whining in a different language is much more annoying to me. Like that sort of thing. It doesn't sit the same.
Right.
Yeah, listen to Goku's Japanese voice. Come on now.
I don't know Joe's Japanese voice at all.
Yeah, I bet you don't.
You're right. 'Cause I'm recently into the anime world.
So people who say they like subs, like it. I always I have to wonder why. What is it about hearing something that you can't understand that makes it better?
Yeah.
I've just never been able to figure that out.
I believe we're actually coming up on our timing right now.
We just about are. Yep.
So is there anyone specifically that you want to host? Because I have a couple of people that I'm looking at right now. I have a couple of ideas. We should start with what we're doing these next couple of days. So, Stans, would you like to start?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to be a very busy man this month, just in general. So next week, I don't have the exact date and time yet, but I will be a guest on Breeze's stream. It's wonderful you put the gallery up because Breeze's gallery.
I had a feeling.
That's right. I'm going to be a guest on his stream. He's got his own gallery channel now. He's doing interviews with all the artists that was in said gallery. And
nice.
So there'll be a nice long stream there. Probably be myself, Breeze, and another one of the artists. And it'll be a whole interview Q&A thing. So that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be coming up sometime next week. As usual, obviously, the Friday free game tomorrow. We're still in Kingdoms of Amalur, and we are absolutely loving it. We got into the Dead Kel DLC, and man, is it so fun. You get to make your own keep, and you get all these like weird side quests, and you build it up, and it's crazy. It's good. I really like it.
Nice.
Besides that, I got some announcements coming. I'm not ready to announce them yet, but there will be some upcoming announcements in the next couple of weeks.
Aside from the Martian Circus.
Well, yeah, aside from the Martian, yeah, that fell through.
That was great.
Oh man,
was so great.
Elon was such the prankster, such a prankster. But,
that was so great.
but besides that, that didn't go quite as planned, but
Didn't quite pan out.
no, but there's other things going on. Some of it has to do with Patreon. We'll roll out some new Patreon stuff. I'm going to roll out some stuff that's for everyone, viewers, just your viewers. Hey, cool. You're gonna like this. What else? What else? I know Salty keeps picking to either join Final Fantasy 14 or Ultima Online. I got a feeling that's not going to happen this month because I am super duper busy.
Yeah.
But, one of those are going to come up. They're coming up soon. That'll be, down the road. But, yeah. Back to MMOs. People are wondering when. It's like, soon. Not this month, but soon. I'm too busy. I'm very, very busy. But, yeah, there's lots of stuff coming up in the next couple weeks. More and more announcements that I can't talk about just yet.
Nice. We love that. UG?
So I actually I had like week to week plans, right? Day to day plans, all the way up until last weekend. And then it's just wide open, man. The 24-hour stream ended and I was like, aha! Wait, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So this is where we're at now. We're just gonna continue on our normal schedule. I do have a small change is that Phoenix and I are going to finally budge on StarCraft Wednesdays, and we're going to start looking to see if we can do something maybe that's less like I don't know. We're just going to bounce around a little bit more, add a little bit of variety. StarCraft will still be in there, but it won't be guaranteed. Like every week or anything like that. So that's going to be fun for me. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to be looking forward to what we can do with the Wednesdays now that we have them open. Maybe we can turn it into something great. But honestly, other than that, tomorrow is RPG Friday, so we're going to go back to Earthbound. It's been like 2 weeks since we've played it, but we're going back to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. How about you, Tristan?
Right. I just need to stream a lot because I haven't streamed in a bit. So that's kind of where we're at with that. I am planning on doing a full playthrough of Borderlands 2 with Cube, and we take all comers for that, so that's going to be a thing. So once a week we'll be doing that. Of course, there's the Thursday show. Other than that, I will be playing through the newest character in DBD, as well as grinding Paladins. Those is
Nice.
it seems like the order. I believe that this Saturday, Cube and I are blocking out some long boy hours to do some grinding to get far into Borderlands 2. And then past that, I want to get my Pukey girl in DBD to level 40 as soon as possible, so I can get all the perks for her. So that is essentially where I'm at. I actually do have someone interesting that's playing Hello Neighbor.
Oh, all right.
That
Okay.
I think would be a good one to host. It's someone that I met at PAX who was a cool dude. And I think that'd be a sick one to do. So, you guys down? Do we have enough people for a raid? Hold on. Show of hands in chat to make sure. Let's see who we got as raid. Hey, Sly Knight.
Hey, what's up, Sly? Okay, we got a hand. Anybody else ready to raid?
We got two hands.
Two hands.
Can I see it? Three. Can I see it? Three. 4. Oh no.
No, that's a dab. Well, so that was two
Got it.
hands right there.
Oh, bamboozled me again.
All right, yeah.
That works for me. So,
Let's do a
as always, we go
Nice.
for... I spelled the tavern, right? Oh, tavern or tavern raids? Which one works for you guys?
Let's do the tavern.
Yeah.
Alright, that works. So, grab that link, post it in chat so that we know that you have it, and we'll get into the chat,
Where are
which
we?
I'm going to post the
Yeah,
link
where are we
right
going?
now.
Okay.
Awesome.
We'll be sending love
Jeez.
over to Casual Kazi. And there we go.
Alright,
Thank you
guys.
all for coming through.
Yeah, thanks,
As
everybody.
always, if this is your first time here, do this every Thursday. You'll be seeing the continuation of the gameplay, and we'll have some special guests on in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
That is right. And we'll talk about cards sometimes.
eventually.
All right, have a good night, all.
All right.